Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. It's
Hello.
Friday, and that means it's time for Smackdown. Hopefully, you guys are ready for this 3-hour endurance trip that's about to happen. Not only is it a go-home show, it's also Smackdown. So, dig in, get your treats ready, get a pillow, maybe a blankie, whatever you snuggle with, and get ready to watch the
Pillows
Smackdown.
and blankies?
Well, you have to snuggle.
Okay, that works.
They're in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Not the Canada.
Canada. This is the beginning of a new era. Triple H likes to have a new era every other week, but this is one that's going to just shake the whole entire foundation of the business.
Sure.
That's
what's going to happen.
Have an alleged drug addict. He did come out last time to weed. Remember? He was smoking a joint.
Oh, whoops.
I don't know if they allow that in Canada. I'm assuming they do, since they are very liberal up there.
Yeah. We've got a couple people in the chat. We have Janelle with us and Sophie.
Janelle.
Hello.
Hello, Sophie. Janelle.
Janelle says hi, and Sophie says hi. Rip to Gene Hackman and his dog and his wife. And then, did you hear about Skype? They are shutting it down in May.
Skype's going away, huh?
That's kind of lame.
Did it run out of business?
I wonder how it kind of ran out of business. They're like, well, phones just do it now. You don't even have to have anything to do it.
It's probably that other one that I use. Can't remember what it's called. It's like Google something.
So he says, for some reason, the spoiler on who wins the men's elimination chamber is out there.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe it's not it. Maybe it's leaked. Nothing.
Not the
fake
spoilers. Leaking. Why are they spoiling things? It's rude. They should know not to do that. It's just weird.
I think it's awesome that everybody tells you what's going to happen, because then you don't actually have to watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sean Skanaka.
Not to Shakanaka.
His brother died, and so we are not going to see that match tonight.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Old Shinsuke.
Is not going to be there. It's sadness for everybody.
Is there any way you could be The Rock's champion, Cody? Now, remember when you were in AEW, they wanted to turn you heel, and you said you would never do it. And then you quit.
Liars.
Shortly after.
Bastards. I mean, seriously, what's wrong with that? Weirdos.
No.
This is about you.
I want your soul. He said the wrong thing out loud. This ain't Holly Weird. This is WWE. Can't take people's souls.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know where he thinks that he can.
Holly Weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. Oh, there's Cody. Does he still have his soul?
I don't know.
We won't find out until tomorrow night.
But
tomorrow night we are going to find out. Uh-oh, look at.
Oh, jeez, this is fucking gay. Alright, it turned gay. I know all of you are just so excited about it, but yep, totally gay.
SmackDown just turned metrosexual.
Oh, jeez.
Who is that? Oh, Trisha Stratus. So Trisha Stratus coming out. What about it? They're fun.
It's 12 by 14.
What do we use that for?
Put it out in the yard.
Okay.
Like out from the deck, like we were talking about doing that one thing.
I was just wondering if it wasn't for the hot tub or something.
We could, but I don't know if it would fit. So, no, but that's the...
It's decent.
The I think the one that's there is that one. I want to say it is. But this one says that it's the one that's at the store. And I think it's on sale at the store. But I don't know. But that's the normal price of that one. The other one's like more expensive, but on sale for less.
Those are pretty badass. So Trish, or Trisha Stratus here, wearing a Toronto Maple Leafs jersey.
Of course she is. They're in Toronto right now.
I like her hair color. I like her face shape. I like her body shape.
My chat screen is all stupid.
What did it do?
Oh, it's like all that way.
Oh, you're going to have to just turn it again.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'll have to do it another time.
Yeah, I see how I did the monitors are kind of facing inward.
Yeah.
And I just kind of pulled that one over. So I did it from the back side so I couldn't see.
Let's see. Sophie also says Perth, Australia is hosting a Raw Smackdown in a future pay-per-view, and they announced that today. Chris is in the chat. P. Cola is now in the chat as well. Hey guys, good to see you tonight. Thanks for being here with us. Chris says, hey guys, apparently they have backstage problems at SmackDown. I'm sure it's because it's Rock putting himself first over everyone.
It's alright.
P. Cola says, I might be here the first hour. I may not be. I certainly don't want to see Canadians on my TV.
No,
neither do I. They're everywhere in the audience, too. It's gross. Let's see.
So what do you guys do if they become the 51st state? Do you just hate the 51st state?
Yes, that's it.
Is it like California?
Yes. So it says, wow, interesting way to start the show. I read that people backstage are upset that SmackDown is 3 hours. They are in Canada the whole weekend. Chris says, of course, Trish wearing Maple Leafs jersey better than Edge. Sophie says there is a Walk to Remember reboot in development. Nice. People says, quick, you remember that iconic Trish promo back in the day? Nope, me neither. Move along. Sophie says I might pop in and out all night. And we have Tyler in the chat. Hey, Tyler, good to see you tonight. And he also gave us a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tyler. We really appreciate it, hon. He is going to WrestleMania this year. Woo! Fucking congratulations, dude. Man, I have seen some of the ticket prices, so...
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. Hopefully you got a good deal. Says, I'm so excited. Last time I went to Mania was WrestleMania 39 when Sammy and KO won the titles from the Usos. Well, there you go. Now, my question is this, Tyler. You're going to WrestleMania. Did you get tickets to go both nights?
One night or
only
the whole
one
weekend?
Night?
Well, you can do the whole weekend too. You can do the SmackDown and the Raw.
Yeah.
They sell all sorts of things. That's her children.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
What's her husband look like?
I don't think I want to know. She must have had a lot of work done because, like, even her one kid don't look like her. It's pretty sad. Mom, I don't understand why I don't look like you. Well, honey, it's because I went and had plastic surgery done, and I had filler, and I had this nipped and tucked and everything. My nose isn't even mine. My lips aren't mine. Nothing's mine.
You be nice to Trish. That's a legend.
Yeah. Sophie asked the same question we have, and Pico says, good to see you, Tyler. Tyler says, yes, Heat. I'm going to both nights. Wow. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you're able to do that. Like I said, I've seen those ticket prices. Those things are crazy. So hopefully you got an awesome deal. Sophie says, wonder how different being at a 2-night pay-per-view compared to one.
So, Tiffy and Trishy.
I just don't think it's really going to be that much different, Sophie. I mean, basically you're just going to 2 separate pay-per-views, kind of. But not really.
Yeah.
It's a continuation of the other one.
So
she's got a maple leaf on, too. That's nice.
She's placating.
She's like, I have ruffles.
But she also has, like, those things, those garters.
Bloomer ruffles and some...
Interesting. Not gonna hate on it, except for I'm not a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, but that's okay. They are in Toronto. I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah, they're all bandwagon people now. Let's see. Ravi is now in the chat. Says, what you nerds saying? I don't know.
Just a bunch of stuff about hockey.
Chris says, got a second Cowgirls jersey on NFL shop. I might as well. It was of Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard, and they aren't on the team anymore. So both of them were $42. Hey, if they're that cheap, I'll take. I mean, what difference does it make? I mean, they were players at one point,
and
right?
Pollard was really good for that flash in the pan, and Elliott was there for a while. He was really good. They decided to get rid of him, huh? Didn't he come back and then didn't play because he was upset about the money he was making or something this last season?
Wow, you guys are fucking retarded. Thanks for sharing that with us. Oh, good God. Trish is like, hey, can we make this as stupid as we possibly can?
It's fine.
My God, it's going to be great. Don't worry.
They're just like kids. It's fine. They're innocents here. What are they doing?
Innocent, all right.
Well, until their clothes come off. Are they throwing them out in the audience? What?
Oh no, they lost their clothes. Too bad it wasn't all of them.
If they could throw, then they would have went further. Why wouldn't you throw them to different people?
The people in the back are like, why didn't you throw it to us? The people behind them.
Right?
They're like, why didn't you throw it to us?
Somebody could have wore it the rest of the show. I would have.
They're like, we have to throw it this side so we can get them back.
That's true. But they don't.
I know, I'm just teasing.
Ooh,
Chelsea Green.
This is also her hometown.
Sophie says CM Punk was at the live action Moana red carpet event.
Look what she's wearing.
Good for her.
She's got both.
She's a U.S. import.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm half and half, baby. I'm a champion of the U.S., but I am Canadian on one side.
We got a Mountie as security.
That's awesome. Dumb and Dumber.
We got Dumb and Dumber hogging the airtime.
Chelsea. Oh, goddamn, Chelsea. Fuck.
Who's she wrestling tonight? Do you think it's gonna be?
I don't remember who she's wrestling.
We don't know.
Dumpster person?
We don't know. Remember, it was a surprise.
Oh.
I think it's gonna be Jade Cargill.
You think?
I don't know. This is a fun rumor.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be...
I don't think Jade should have a title yet.
Nope. I don't want it off Chelsea yet either.
No. It's probably Zelina Vega.
She says with laughingness. People, it's like, where's Stratton from anyway?
Toronto.
Is she from Toronto as well?
Toronto.
Well, there you go. She's a Canadian too. Now we have to not like her. Just kidding.
Strat.
Robbie says if I went to WrestleMania, it would cost me $3,000.
Oh, Tiffany Strat. I don't know where she's from. Sorry, I was thinking
Travis
Stratus.
doesn't know. He's lying out his
Stratus.
butt. Yeah.
Be nice to me.
Tiffany, not the weirdo that's with her. Robbie says, go on, D, $5 for lunch. Oh, okay. Sophie says, why do I have a feeling Trish will turn on Tiffany like she did with Becky? And Chris says, yeah, Elliott went to Rams, I think. LOL Green just boosted the ratings. Sophie says, it sounds like Malachi Black is on his way back to the WWE soon, and they already have plans for Penta Brother, even though they know he is still under AEW contract. Okay.
She's billed from Minneapolis, Minnesota. They don't actually say where she's from.
But she was born in the backwoods of Tennessee.
Oh, right there. Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Oh.
So she's a Minnesotan.
So she's a Minnesotian. Basically Canadian. They're close enough. Close enough.
She's already got a match. So this is the match? This is fine.
But is it a tag match or Oh.
Tiffany and Chelsea Green right now.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. That
well, it can't be for the titles
then.
It
can be, but it's not.
Better not be. Either one of them. That's dumb.
Plus, all you have to do is get a disqualification or a count out.
True.
I feel like that's what's going to happen down in NXT.
Robbie says, just out and about, ended up going to a random rave with a couple mates.
Did you just pop drugs when you walk in the door?
Probably.
I know it's a personal question, but seriously, I feel like it's an important question to ask.
Okay, you don't.
Like, can you go to a rave sober?
I think it'd be weird.
The music's too, like, annoying. It's, if they play
and
that
the lights,
same shit,
I mean, you're, like, all seizuring on the floor, and they're like, did you take drugs? You're like, no, you're all seizuring.
like, I mean, obviously I like concerts and stuff, but, like, the rave music's just weird. do, 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 do. Like, there's nothing to it. It's just like electronic music. At least it used to be.
It's still that way. Chris says, this is Green's best promo by far.
Oh, yeah.
Sophie says, did you see the pictures of the redesign of the characters of Shrek for Shrek 5?
I didn't. I don't know who the girl is, but I guess they have a daughter. And it's that girl I've seen. She was in Disney stuff with McKenna. Watched her. But I don't know what her name is.
Mm.
But I don't know anything else she's in. But I know who she is. I just don't know who she is.
Right. Sophie says Chelsea versus Tiffany finally. Did you hear the Gronk might be coming back to the NFL? I saw that rumor somewhere.
Well, he's the same age as that other guy, so... Kelsey?
Yeah.
And he's better. Or he was. I don't know if he would still be considered better. But if he's in shape and he's what he... a fraction of what he was, we'll say 90% of what he was, then he'll fit right in.
James Howell is in the chat. Hey, James, good to see you tonight. Says impromptu match. Yes. Impromptu.
Well, and I thought Chelsea already had a match, so to me that's weird.
Yes.
So they must have just changed all their plans. Sounds like Vince is back in charge, just rewriting shit.
P. Cola says, Penta, bro. Sheesh. Robbie says, so Chelsea getting a good push. Sophie says, so you don't like when they go to Canada? That is kind of interesting.
I love when they go to Canada, personally.
Most of the time
Canadian
they actually care about stuff that's happening.
The Canadian fans are legit. They chant, they have fun. I love foreign fans. They are better than American fans. I'll say it every day of the week. Especially the modern fans that are at these events are terrible in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They're dead silent. Like, they don't care what's happening, why it's happening, unless it's The Rock or Cody or Seth, or they can chant some dumbass shit like yeet or whoa or whatever Seth says. Yeah, it's a good song.
Was it this Saturday? Last Saturday?
I think so. Friday. It was Friday. Remember, at like 3 o'clock?
So, 1, 2, 3. That'd be the same fucking day.
Is that bad? Uh-oh. Uno. Dos! Tiffany just kicks out. Chelsea's greater. She's better than Tiffany. That's just my 2 cents. Granted, she's not getting the same push, but come on. Look how much, like, so they're like both the same height. But Tiffany is so much, like, bigger as a human being as her left hip just fell out.
Oh no, not her boob falling out again.
She don't care. She dresses like that on purpose. They even make fun of her in the back and she just laughs.
That she dresses that her boobs could fall out?
Yeah, 100% chance of a wardrobe malfunction. That Reckoning girl, she makes those videos. She records them and says funny things. Oh, look at me. I'm dressing like this so I can have a 100% chance of my boobs falling out. And Tiffany looks back and smiles. Because it's true.
Yeah. I mean, what difference does it make?
I mean, they're just boobs.
I mean, and in all reality, just put a pasty on her nipple. You wouldn't even know.
Oh.
Like, literally, it wouldn't even make a difference.
Chelsea, when she did that stuff in NXT or TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the greatest gimmick ever. And I hope that we come full circle and bring that back. That one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was her in the bathroom afterwards. But in the match, you don't get to see it. But the crowd obviously would. But so they would stand on the hard camera side, so her back would be to us right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'd flash.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wrestler would be like, and then the male would and win. I mean, I guess they could do like a lesbian thing. to try to do it to work, but none of the
Which
women are
weird,
like
okay.
lesbians. Like, I'm a lesbian, you know.
Right. Yeah.
They're lesbians, but they're not like, I'm a lesbian. Right. Hang out with women and kiss them and stuff.
Yeah.
They haven't done that
You're
yet.
gonna fall,
wrestling.
buddy.
Oh, look
You're
at that.
fall.
Look at that. The Mountie helps out. Oh, God.
Trisha's like, let me run over here in my too high of hills that I can't run in.
Uh-oh. Oh, God,
Jesus
she
Christ.
landed right on her back.
Jesus.
That's the second week in a row. She just fucking hits the ground. Remember last week it was the elbow to Nia's face, and then she landed. She kind of landed on her feet, but then landed on her ass. That time she landed on her back. Oh, look, it's the poisonous pixie.
Oh, no.
Look at
beating up Trish. Oh,
look,
no.
she might get beat right here. Oh, no. Now it's over. You got to ring the bell, ref. There you go. Tiffany won. That's
Sophie
stupid.
says that Pico says, so you mean Rey Fenix? Sophie's like, yeah, Rey Phoenix. Robbie says,
coming?
any good matches tonight?
What about Rey?
Oh, that she had meant to earn it earlier. They already have plans for Penta's brother, Rey Fenix, even though they know he is still under AEW contract.
Okay, good. Yeah, they need to put them together immediately.
Robbie says, any good matches tonight? James says, any predictions for Elimination Chamber?
Not any that would matter. Like, I have a feeling that Tiffany and Trish win tomorrow night in Canada. I am interested in seeing what's going to happen with Cody. With The Rock, I have a feeling since The Rock is pandering to him right now, Cody has his own private dressing room and all that tonight. Because he's the final boss. Should be interesting. I don't know about the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. It really depends on what they're going to do with Jade Cargill. Because if they're going to have Esther versus Jade, then I don't know who's going to win. But if they're not, then Esther could win, and they could have Esther versus Rhea Ripley for that title. And then with the men, it's hard to say. I would say John Cena or CM Punk in that one. And I just don't know why they would do CM Punk. So somebody might screw him just to set up a match at WrestleMania. Or they could do Roman and Punk at WrestleMania with maybe Seth Rollins. It's like a triple threat.
Triple threat!
Triple threats are dumb.
Dumb.
Especially when there's nothing on the line. Usually a triple threat's there to protect the champion. So he can lose the title but still be champion at the end of the night.
True.
Like still be undefeated and be a number 1 contender for the title is the better way to say that. And I think there's another match on there, but I can't think of what it is. Tag team match, maybe? What's the other match? There's 4 or 5.
The Kevin Owens match.
Oh, fuck.
They're,
That's it.
What's it called? Unsanctioned. That's the one. I'm trying to remember what the fuck
yeah, and Sammy will probably win that, even though I'd rather have Kevin win that, just because Sammy's absolute the bottom of the barrel for me.
Mm.
But that's that's just me.
Picola says, I've done it, but EDM fucks. And Robbie says, EDM is bad dance music. Can't stand it. So they're talking about raves.
Yeah.
Sophie says, but Rob the Gronk going back to the NFL without his best friend Tom Brady.
Maybe Brady's coming back too.
Chris says, I also thought Elliott went to Patriots first, then Rams. Picola says, oh, nobody, Robbie, thought you were all about that beat drop. Sophie says,
Yada Amin.
They aren't like the UK or France fans. Not really, but they're close. They're pretty good,
especially in Toronto.
Picola says, my God, Spellcheck. And Robbie says, knock, holy fuck EDM. Chris says, I feel like Adam Rose and his Rosebuds would be over today because of his entrance and the chant the crowd used to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And just like Fandango, a lot of those wrestlers would be way over today.
Robbie says, Cola, if you want some good house, check out some older HED Candy or Head Candy and Defected Records albums. Picola says, so I may be hanging out tomorrow night. May miss EC. What? No. You can't do that to us. Chris says, I'd say Green versus Harley Cameron could legit end the show night 1 Mania, not main event, LOL.
I get what you're saying.
Ravi says, yeah, it depends what time I get back from my mate's birthday rave I'm playing at. If I'm back, might be able to catch some EC.
Oh, you're so full of it. No rave is going to last till 2:30 in the morning.
So we won't have Ravi or Piccola in our chat tomorrow night.
They hate us? They just hate us? They're just saying they have.
They're like, well, we don't really need to be mod people anymore. We have lives, you know. Rebecca's in the chat here. Rebecca says, hey, yo, sorry that I have not been on this page. Found a new YouTube, bud. Still like you, though.
That's all right. Happens.
It's all right. Don't worry. I won't do anything to myself about it.
Andrade's still on the roster.
Chris says, God damn, if Nia was in shape, she'd be a fucking dime piece. Ravi says, did SmackDown set you up for a spectacular EC? No. And Chris says, I called H triple nose now.
Yeah, I've heard that because his nose is big.
Piccolo says WrestleMania is going to be entirely set up triple threats.
Good Lord. Jesus.
That sounds terrible.
That way you can put everybody in it and everybody gets a chance. Triple H loves all those titles and then he doesn't use them. So, hey, I have an idea. We have 2 champions on SmackDown. We have a women's mid-card and a women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have them wrestle each other, and then it just gets it out of the way, and then both of them get a chance to wrestle. Huh, that'll work.
I mean, why not?
Let's do that
right?
in NXT, too, because then we don't have to have 2 matches for the women there, either. What if we could do that on Raw?
Yay!
No, we can't do that on Raw, because Rhea's over, and so is Valkyra, or whatever her name is. Shit. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can team them up together and it could be a tag team match. Good thing they go ahead and do that, right? Like, oh, let's put all our champions in one match. Triple H is like, I'm just fixing things one match at a time. And people just eat it up. They love it. He's the greatest booker.
Such the greatest.
People gave him the best booker award because he was just finishing Vince's storyline so it could transform into his. And then it started, everybody's like, what the fuck happened to Triple H? It's like, well, he took somebody's idea and did a really good job with it. But he doesn't have his own ideas. So in reality, what we need is Vince to come up with the ideas and Triple H to go, oh, I absolutely love that, but I'm just going to tweak it.
A smidge.
And then it'll work. Instead of working together, like father and son, they have to not.
They have to not.
And so now we get stuck with this shit. 3-hour SmackDowns that are absolute terrible. Nobody likes it. Not even the wrestlers, not even the writers, not even Triple H likes it. He's like, this shit's way too long. Is there anything we can do? Yeah, let's make the entrances longer. I have an idea. Let's put Andrade on TV.
Ooh.
He's been relevant since he came back, right?
We haven't seen that for a minute.
Maybe we could put him up against Carmelo. Oh, wait, we already did that.
It's terrible. It's just awful.
I'm okay seeing Gronk come back to the NFL, by the way. Maybe he could come back and join the... Try to think of a team that could just use him immediately. You could have 2 tight end offenses, and it would be sick, especially with him and, like, Travis Kelce. Like, both of them in the same offense.
Oh, okay.
Because you wouldn't be able to defend them.
Yeah.
Because you would have to put linebackers on both of them, and then the linebackers would get fucking smoked. Or you'd have to put safeties on both of them, and then the receivers would be wide open down the... Like, I don't even know how you would pull it off with 2 elite tight ends like that. That's if he wanted to play for Kansas City. I doubt he would.
Right.
But he could also go to, like, the 49ers and play there, because they already have a really good tight end as well. Or he could just follow Aaron Rodgers wherever he ends up.
Wow. Yeah, I guess.
Go play with Aaron Rodgers. They'd probably win a Super Bowl. I mean, Aaron's pretty damn good. I mean, he is older, but so was Brady. You just have to go to a team that's ready to win.
Right.
that's right there. Or go to the Bengals. Go play with Burrow or whatever his name is. Joe Burrow. Or the Bills. Except I don't see him going there either. And the only reason I'm saying that is because he really did like the Patriots. And the Bills are in the Patriots division. You don't want to play them twice a year.
Yeah.
No. No, you do it.
Pico says WrestleMania is going to be entirely set up triple threat. Oh, about that. Chris says maybe not even me unless EC comes out after 1 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, it's normal time of whatchamacallit? Pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It's in Toronto, Canada, so it's going to be at its normal time on
It'll
Saturday.
be on at 6 Eastern. It's not normal, but they're new normal.
Yeah. Rebecca says, what has your life been since I've been gone admitting wrestling? Surviving? Chimichanga's in the chat. Hey, Jimmy says Andrade gets no reaction.
No, he's
Sleepy
done.
Time.
He's washed.
Robbie says, what is good about the mid-card? I love it so much. It brought up bile for me. Chris says, if Vince does open his own company, my thing is, who is he going to make his golden goose as face of the company unless he steals Austin Theory from WWE and then push him like he was doing?
You'd be surprised. Look at all that wine. You'd be so surprised at who Vince will bring in. I think it would be somebody like Baron Corbin. Because Corbin would love to work with Vince. Oh my God. Talking about The Rock's dad. They called him the Soul Man. That's funny.
Don't be shellfish. Jelly rolls added to them.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Definitely. Slide right here if you don't mind. Cody don't care. That's funny.
Our truth. Good God.
Back with Tim and Tony Atlas.
Robbie says, WWE, what people seem to forget, it's not about these weekly shows, it's about the pay-per-views more so. Except for the fact that they don't build up to the pay-per-views to make it worth your effort to care about the pay-per-view. So.
Not like they used to. Is this Jacob Fatu? Yeah.
Yeah. Chris says, my Texans just need to bring Case Keenum to be the starter again, LOL. Robbie says, a lot of people in the UK don't really watch the weekly shows, might catch the highlights, but it's the pay-per-view that they mostly stream.
Well, of course, most people are going to do that. I get that.
Why, Robbie? I mean, don't they like to get up in the middle of the night like you and watch a bunch of garbage on television? Come on!
You can just watch the next day. But...
Rebecca says, what has your life been since I've been gone? Admitting wrestling.
Terrible without you.
So bad.
But we got Jacob Fatu in
like
there
I said,
right
we
now.
were just surviving. It was horrible.
So Andrade is about to get beat up.
Oh, God. Chris says truth in Cody dressing room. Takara World is in the chat. Takara says SmackDown feels boring and stalled. I think NXT was the better show with Raw.
It is, and it's the length. Let's be honest. SmackDown's good, but they made it an extra hour, and so it's just harder to get into it. Because they lengthen everything. Instead of adding, like, hey, it's 2 more hours, so let's keep the format the same. And now let's add another segment to the 3rd hour.
Yep.
They stretch it to get to 3 hours. And so the entrances are longer, the talking's longer, the matches are longer. And the match being longer is okay if it's filled, but it doesn't seem to be filled. It seems to be slow and moving very, very snail-like. And that's what we're seeing right now. Although this match is good so far, but the bell just rang.
It's true. So true.
Number 1 contenders match later on tonight. We have qualifying matches. We got a 6-woman tag team coming up later.
No. Not later.
This is the go-home show for the pay-per-view. I don't know if this match has any bearing on the pay-per-view tomorrow at all.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does.
Unless it's something to do with, like, what's his face?
Oh my god, is he going to jump off backwards? Don't do that. That's just dumb. He did it!
It's terrible.
Oh, they must be chanting, holy shit. They had to cut it.
They're like, absolutely not.
Go to commercial.
Chris says it's because NXT has the ladies more.
Yeah, NXT does. They run it like almost a 50-50 show with the women. And I think a lot of that has to do with they don't have any talented men. Or very talented men. They have a few, but very top-heavy. And the women's division is also very top-heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. But that was a play on words. They are very deep in the women's division. I like them. But there are a few that are top heavy.
It's funny.
Nikita, Lash, Cora.
What? It's ridiculous, Travis.
Lash Legend should be a legend already. Her name needs to be changed before she comes up to the main roster. Because I don't know who came up with the idea of calling her Lash Legend, but it ain't gonna work. There's certain names that can't work. And
True.
Lash Legend. Hey, here's Lash Legend here on Saturday night. Whatever that show's called.
Main
where
event?
People laugh. No, the one.
Oh.
The Saturday on NBC.
Is SNL?
Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just not a name. Like The Rock. What is she going to be called? The Legend? If she hits big. Which she could.
Right.
But what do you call her? Legend? And here she is, this Legend. First name Lash.
Though, right?
Last name Legend. Woo! Woo! What's the best Sonic movie yet? I didn't even know they made Sonic movies. Sounds stupid. It's a video game. So does Sega own it? Or is Sega still a business at all?
Not that I know
it's
of. I thought they got
gone?
bought out by somebody else a long time ago.
That's pretty cool. They got absolved, though.
Maybe. I mean,
I know they were
cool
just
it is,
making
but...
games because they stopped making consoles. But now I'm wondering if they... Well, it's better than a company just going away. Like, Atari's still around.
Right.
He just threw that dude on the floor.
And now he's milking how
yeah.
terrible it was. He's like, oh my god, it hurts so bad. I think I broke all my teeth. Robbie's like, Dee's life has been nonstop Mardi Gras. Yeah, so much. Robbie says, great tune playing. Ain't nobody old. Shaka Khan, go on. Takara says, no, it's because the production creative with their women's is better. With SmackDown, it feels fast paced like AEW Dynamite.
Or NXT?
NXT. No, it's because the production creative with their women is better. The NXT was a better show with Raw. And that's why. Because the production creative with their women is better. With SmackDown, it feels fast-paced like AEW Dynamite. Huh. So I feel like SmackDown is very slow, not fast-paced. They pretty much last week it was awful.
There was too much talking last week, but The Rock was there. I understand, like a lot of people like The Rock, so, but normally, it's more talking. There's a little bit more storytelling than AEW. AEW seems to go quicker because they just slam matches together.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is not. This has no matches slammed together.
Yeah.
If anything, it's 5 minutes in between the next match, maybe even more. Talking segments and all sorts of stuff happening in the back. He doesn't even touch him. And they're trying to say it's a flagrant. Like, see?
Nobody even touches him. He just couldn't do his job. That's bullshit.
They're like...
They upheld that call even though they challenged it. That guy's a fucking jackass. Fuck you, dude. You fucking big fat baby pants. Now somebody really needs to fucking really go after him. Like, if you're gonna pull that kind of shit, you should be fucking body checked and slammed in the knee.
They can't do that.
They should do it. Just, you want a flagrant fucking foul? Let's make it a flagrant foul.
All right.
No, they should. No. And be like, hey, you want it to be a
flagrant 2.
You want it to be a flagrant?
Get kicked out of the game.
Let's make it a flagrant. You just throw a guy out there you don't care about.
He's suspended, though. We got this guy at the end of the
It's okay. It's okay. He doesn't usually get time on the court. It's okay. Just use him.
He goes out there in, like, jeans.
It doesn't matter.
He's like, it's
just
fine.
Fucking hip check the little fuckface. What a pansy ass bitch. What a fucking pansy ass bitch. They like, flagrant foul, bitch! Flagrant foul!
He used to play for my Utah Jazz. I don't like
I'm glad you got rid of him, because look what the crap he did on this team. For real life shit.
No. I'm talking about the real life Jazz. He played for the Jazz.
I'm glad they got rid of him. Look at the fucking crap he did.
He's a bitch.
What a goddamn cunt little baby pants. You need a pacifier. Somebody needs to go out there and change his fucking diaper. What a loser. Oh, that wasn't a flagrant foul?
Oh, a guy just dropped it.
Sorry, we have a basketball game on as well. I probably shouldn't watch it. It makes me angry.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't watch basketball. Fucking piece of shit. Good God. Anyways, Ravi had said, what I know is WWE is an hour too long.
Yes.
Both of them at this point. Raw's okay. Like, the whole, like, a little half-hour thing is, like, okay. As long as they, like, actually make it worth the time.
They make it a main event, and so it seems like it's okay.
Right. It's not. But, I mean...
They trick us.
But, like, all of SmackDown crap, like, it's just pathetic. They're trying so hard to, like, shove stuff into something, and it doesn't even work.
Strowman. All that ass.
It broke him forever. He broke his neck and everything.
And it's over. Andrade.
No, Andrade, no.
He going to sleep.
Because, like, funny, though, you see them having a super show, which would be dream matches, but other tag teams get pushed out, and the Hardys get a match on the card. Make it make sense.
Yeah, well, the guys over there suck. Like I said, it's just the women have better writing.
Yeah, they do have a lot of good women on their roster, so that's why they've been using them a lot more. Like, I think that...
You do have to go...
I almost find it sexist. It's kind of gross that you have these old, gross men that are like, hey, you know what we should put on our roster? We should put all these girls on there. You know, because we can't find any guys that are good enough. Because we want them all tinier than us. Because we think that's cool. And then the ones that they do... Oh, I missed. Have you seen somebody get that and they tried to eat it and they couldn't? I'm surprised she even made it to her mouth. She's like, oh, where's my my hamburger. Oh, no, my hamburger. Oh, no, my hamburger.
Squirrel. You
fucking loser. I was telling a story about how they hardly have any men because they want to be all tiny little boys. Instead of actually just having actually good fucking big men wrestlers. They're like, we have to have tiny children that are smaller than us because their egos are too big.
My biggest problem with NXT, if I have a problem, which I actually like NXT, so I don't really have a problem with it, but is how the hell do you develop all this talent? You bring in all these college athletes, you bring in and you have a really good base, and then you go, you know what? I have a better idea. Let's bring in 3 indie stars and let them just control the women's division, and
fuck the rest of them.
We won't care about the other ones.
Who cares if we homegrown them? Who cares if we put all this time and effort into them?
Nobody likes Kalani Jordan, right? Like, she's nothing. Nobody cares about Cora Jade. Nobody cares about Roxanne Perez. Nobody cares about them. We can do Julia Gulia, who, like I said, they're not bad women.
No.
The girl from TNA, the Jordan Grace. And then Stephanie Valcour.
Yep.
But we'll just make those 3 the focal point.
That's it. And they get all the titles, and they get all the stuff, and the limelight is around them, because the rest of the NXT cast that we brought up, you know, of other stuff are shit. Fucking shit.
Look at Angel.
All shit.
Dawkins.
Not the jets of cooling.
Angel. We'll come for our apology later.
Who said that? Santos?
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, we already know who's going to lose this. They'll probably pin Humberto.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good match, though, but I think the Profits need that big push.
I'm not saying they don't need push. I'm not saying that at all. Not even a little bit. Saying.
I think that you want Andrade. Not Andrade, but Angel and Humberto to win.
I do. I don't want them to always lose all the time. They lose all the time.
Right.
They fucking never... It's bullshit. The bullshit crap. Piccola says, let's see. Robbie said, what I know is WWE is an hour too long. And Piccola says, funny though, you see them having a super show, which be dream matches. I read that already. Robbie says, it never will make sense. Robbie says, always too much chat, not enough wrestling. Piccola says, now, it's not that they have too much chat. It's the fact that they make it too long. Like, I get having, like, their little promos and stuff like that and everything. But they come out there and they're like, let me tell you my whole life fucking story. I've been at this story for at least 12 months of my whole entire life. Let's go back to when I was a kid. My dream of blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, oh, let's have highlights of all that while you're yakking away and tell us about your stupid...
This is where Seth took Rey's eye. Like, oh no, we're not going back 4 years, are we?
Good God, run away.
The feud is still happening.
Run away. Piccolo says, so a stacked roster of NXT, but half the roster won't be on a special event due to the TNA merger and the flux of Ricky Stain, Ego Page, Sean Spears. Where did that OG NXT talent go?
They're in AEW.
Well, their OG talent that they had has been pushed off to the side. Like all the university ones that they had, the Chase U guys that they pushed so hard, they're pretty much nothing.
Well, they cut them.
Yeah,
well,
like one of
guy,
them.
Chase is still there, but the other guy.
They still have Chase U, but not really.
Well, his name is Chase. Something Chase. He's still there, the actual wrestler. But the guy that was the big guy that was in that group's gone. He's been cut. And I don't know what happened to the girl. Tennille or whatever her name was.
Oh.
It's not Tennille, but...
It was
Tia?
Tennille Dashwood.
It was Tia.
Just kidding.
It was Tia, I think.
Yeah. Piccolo says, let's not and say we did. This 25 BS NBA not even considered actual basketball. Somebody needs to Nancy Kerrigan somebody. That's all I'm gonna say. It needs to happen on the court.
Is it called a Nancy Kerrigan or a Tanya Harding?
I don't know.
Because Tanya's the one that did it. Nancy's the one that received it. So how do you go by it?
I don't know. How would you go about it? What would you say is the right terminology?
I don't know.
The doer or the doee?
Exactly. Would you call it getting Kennedied? Or would you call it getting Oswalded? Right?
I don't know which one feels right.
Well, one's the star, right? Nancy Kerrigan's the star that was born from it. And Tanya Harding's kind of the thug, although I think she had a bigger career later, like in other things.
Yeah, because
she did movies and stuff.
It's because
she had the
hired
vagina.
somebody to whack her.
She had the vagina to hire somebody and hit her with a club. Are you fucking kidding?
Right in her knee ball.
And I don't want to do it because it is a really sad story.
Nobody will ever find out it was
it's
me.
It's like 25 years old, though, so I'm going to make a joke about it. Why? She's just screaming, why? And it's like,
why? Why me? Her face was... I mean, yes, it's terrible.
It is terrible.
But it's never too soon to make fun of that shit. That shit was fucking... Her face is
Can you imagine being Tanya Harding and you're like, whoa. I'm gonna break that bitch's knee.
She's all in the background like...
These are all like high-level athletes too, you know? It's not like it's...
She's like, here's a nightstick.
It's not down at the local club. He cut me off on the way to work today, you know?
God damn it!
These are like ladies that are raised in the business, and they're like out there working their ass off together. She's like, I'm gonna hit her with a club. Hit her with a nightstick. What?
It was one of those whatchamacallit things. You got me one. Yeah, it was one of those, I'm pretty sure.
Like a billy club.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
It's just terrible. But obviously, it's cult. It's, what do they call that? Cult following? Culture. Now culture. What's that called?
I don't know.
That's happening right now. Pop culture. It's a pop culture icon. Tanya Harding.
And Nancy Kerrigan.
I
got Nancy Kerrigan. I got Tanya Harding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know how you would say it.
I think it's Nancy Kerrigan. Because that would be the verb of it, right?
Robbie says, sex sells, doesn't it? Or at least it used to in wrestling.
Yes.
But there's a fine line between using that and basically that's your whole thing. Like, it's just weird. You would think that you would want to have more to it than that, I guess.
Nah, it's all about sex.
I meant, like, more sustenance, not just sex. I mean, right. The sex part is great. You can put it in there. Be 50 to 70% of it. But when you have no talent on the other side, it's like, well, who are you pandering to?
Because that's what I would do. I would find me a nice little Latina that looked just like Zelina Vega or something. And put Roberto with her and Angel. Because they already kind of did that.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a girl attacking him. I'm like, who the fuck's that broad? The blonde?
Like, why is she so broad-shouldered? Her pants are weird.
Looks like I dream a genie shit.
I was like, Pretty Deadly looks like a girl out there tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
So, did this match not happen then, or?
It's either going to be a fatal 4-way soon, or it's just going to be or they're going to do it a different day.
Maybe.
Oh, look, here comes these guys, too. Maybe they're going to do a gauntlet match later?
Probably. Picola says, and what's worse, that Fraxium team will be pulled to the main after WrestleMania? Probably.
That's the worst thing that could possibly happen to us as fans. Maybe ever. They are...
Not those people.
Absolutely terrible. And it's so crazy to watch them wrestle week after week and beat people 3 times their size. And I'm just like, why are you doing this?
Like, because Cross-Eyed Boy thinks it's a great idea.
Why does everybody have to be so small? I get the David versus Goliath thing. It's cool. It's biblical. It's awesome. To a point. But you have to at least make it...
But over and over again, not realistic.
You have to make it a little bit realistic.
Robbie says, I blame Stephanie for not building the women's roster constantly. One miserly pay-per-view and nothing else. Then ramming Flair and Becky and Asuka and Ronda down our throat didn't help it. Ronda actually ruined everything about the women's division, just so you're aware.
Have you seen Ronda?
No, I don't want to either. Don't show me. I hate that stupid bitch. Piccola says Tony D'Angelo is a North American champ there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, the New Jersey, New York, I'm a thug gangster mob guy. Yeah, that guy. Piccola says, well, I've always heard being Lewinsky'd. Okay.
Who?
Monica Lewinsky. Lewinsky'd.
So, like, mouth breathe?
Piccola's like, or no pitied. No diddied. No pitied. No diddied. Not
yeah,
the
like, no diddy
person.
means that you're not like he is.
Right.
But Lewinsky, that's sus unless you're taking it.
Ew. Bronson's in the chat. Hey, Bronson says Ben Stiller, Noah, and Wilson were only on set together for one day while filming Night at the Museum. Ben talked to a toothpick for all of the Jedediah scenes. Owen filmed all of his parts 3 months later.
That's funny. I honestly thought you were going to say on Meet the Fockers. And I was going to be like, how'd they do that?
Piccola says cancel culture, culture club, Club Med.
Right.
Robbie says too
Golf
many
club.
Karens about. Bronson says Ben Stiller and Noah Wilson weren't even in the same country for the rest of the filming of the Night at the Museum. Piccola says, oh, I have wonderful movie trivia along with Stiller stuff.
Good.
Nice. He's like to hear it? It goes. Yes. Let's give it to us straight, Picola. When you sold your soul a long time ago.
You sold your soul a long time ago.
Yeah, Cody. You sold your soul a long time ago. Now what?
He's got a sword.
5 times more powerful. And I've got rockets. Rah!
Bruh.
No 5G for you.
No soup for you. I remember him.
Oh my god, I'm surprised he didn't a flagrant foul. He stole the ball from that guy, taking his toys away from him.
Wide open, nobody down there to rebound, though. That's silly. That's such a stupid game. This is so hard to watch. Look, they have no one down
low. He's like, let me hug you. He hurt me. He hurt my arm and my ego.
Throw the ball at the hoop. Are you going to watch this? Novocaine?
I don't know. I think it's weird. I mean,
there are people with something similar to that.
Yes, there are people that do have a disorder, a genetic issue or some crap, where they can't feel pain.
Yeah, terrible thing.
Picola says, Crystal the Monkey, with 32 movie credits, has worked in many movies, including 2 Hangovers, 2 Dr. Doolittles, and 2 Night at the Museums. Nice. I mean, they do live quite a long time, so it makes sense that you would be able to utilize them in multiple different movies and stuff. And he's probably very well trained, so it makes a lot of sense.
They're cute little fuckers.
But I'm surprised it is not the same monkey as in Ace Ventura, too. Bronson says Owen Wilson's character was supposed to be a cameo in Night at the Museum. That's why he's uncredited. His role was expanded because he tested so well with the audience members. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Is that why? Wow. Robbie says you like these new school actors. Who are they, Robbie, that you like so much? Piccolo says Crystal the Monkey has had work in 3 different decades, better than some noob actors. Feels like maybe you're right, Dee. I don't know, dude. I have absolutely no idea. I just know that it looks a lot like the monkey that's in the other one. So that's how I was saying. But I'm sure he's the same breed of monkey. And they're actually very smart. And so they're, from what I understand of them, they can be trained very well.
Nothing about them.
Well, the one in Ace Ventura, you know which one I'm talking
about. I know what the monkey is. I just don't know what breed it is or what they are.
Those are the ones that, give
Asian?
everybody AIDS.
Are they Asian?
Isn't that the AIDS monkey? The outbreak monkey?
Right. It is from that movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Isn't it the outbreak monkey?
Is it the one all over in the Florida Everglades? Or is that a different? That one's a different.
No, that's the herpes.
We're not classifying by what diseases.
Herpes. Herpy monkeys. Those ones are different.
Careful about the herpes.
Don't go near the monkeys in Florida.
Don't get the
you
herpes
might get the
simplex 10.
I don't understand why they don't eradicate them. That is just the weirdest fucking thing to me.
So
cute. Not the point.
It.
They are an invasive species.
They're so cute.
And they spread disease.
They look humanoid. They are cute. And it's hard to kill things that are cute that look like baby humans. It's not that easy. I know some people could do it, but it's tough. I can't even kill a bird that are invasive.
Bronson says for Night at the Museum, trainers worked with Crystal the Monkey to help train her to slap and bite Ben Stiller in the movie. Yeah, because it was probably beat out of her to do it.
This isn't the 40s. Old animal training. They're like, watch this. Put the shock collar on it.
You're gonna miss, bitch. You're gonna miss. Miss, 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 miss.
She's a witch.
Can't even do free throws. What a lame ass.
It's just lame.
I'm gonna figure foul everybody, but I can't even make a free throw.
Why did the Celtics decide to change their green to like some neon green?
They're like, we like to have hideous colors.
So dumb.
We don't like shamrock green. That shit's stupid. It's cultural appropriation. I want them to be out there in little leprechaun outfits.
Like the Fighting Irish. Like those. Yeah. With his
That's the kind of outfits they should have to wear.
Yes.
Exactly what that guy's wearing.
Just like the Knickerbockers.
Yeah, all of it. Exactly
In
the
the
same.
New York Knicks, they wore Knickerbockers.
Piccolo says Bing is
boy.
the name of the monkey Spike from the second Ace Ventura. Oh, okay. So it's a different guy. Different monkey. He put himself in the Elimination Chamber. Goddamn bastard. Didn't even have to try.
I could see it. You're a hypocrite.
Piccolo's like, damn it, Binks. Yeah, damn it. Oh no, somebody get him. That was a foul. Oh, he fell on his butt. Somebody give him a foul. Oh, you pushed him down. He's like, I know I hit my head. It was terrible. I'm such a crybaby bitch. They're like, oh my god, he fell on the ground. We better clean it up.
Yeah, lots of cleanup.
He's like, remember when you guys pushed me earlier but didn't really touch me? Look at me now, bitch. You're a dumb cunt, Mitchell. People probably should not watch any kind of sports game with me. They're such pansies. I can't handle it.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet.
People is like, spell check can suck it. Oh, Binks. Oh, his name was Binks is the name of the monkey. Robbie's like, no, Collins Dictionary on your phone. There's a Collins Dictionary? What the fuck is that? Is that like the dictionary in England? Collins Dictionary. Is that their dictionary?
I've never heard of it.
Webster's is ours. They're like, we have Collins. Okay. The monster that you guys created. Bronson says.
Is that the one that Colin wrote? Yeah.
Is that the dictionary that Colin wrote? Bronson says Mickey Rooney and Dick Van Dyke worked together in the comic 1969. Or Mickey Rooney, I want to say. Night at the 1969, Night at the Museum 06, and Night at the Museum Secret of the Tomb 14. Nice.
Why is Damian coming out?
Piccolo is like, I have to leave for 15 minutes. Be right back. I expect you back within 15 minutes. It's now 7:05. I expect you back at 7:20. Our time.
It's only been an hour.
Yeah, it's terrible. I know, it's awful. I'm gonna leave now.
I'm leaving.
I feel like I've watched enough wrestling tonight. Where are you going?
I'm gonna get me a piece of salad.
A salad? Just a piece? Just one piece?
Yeah.
Just a small leaf?
No.
Put some of that chicken on it.
Ew.
Why? What?
Maybe. Didn't think about it.
Why is that ew?
Well, because I was thinking that Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No, I threw all that away. The only chicken that's in there is the chicken that I just literally ripped off of rotisserie chickens.
I'll figure it out.
And it's all shredded up, so you could just put it on there. It's all in there, just for you. I did it. It was nice. Look at what I did.
I know.
You should go look at it. Shove it in your face hole.
I need to go downstairs and get oil.
No. Just kidding.
What's Damian saying?
I don't care. Oh, God, he's got a weird obsession with Punk and his WrestleMania title stuff and whatnot. a weird obsession with Punk, man. It's just a weird... I don't have an obsession with Punk, man, he says. With conviction. Excuse me.
Did it convince you?
No.
Do you think he does have a thing with Punk?
Bronson says Vicky Rooney, Bill Cobbs, and Dick Van Dyke were in the first and third Night at the Museum movies together. They were in a deleted scene in Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian, 2009. Robbie says, is there much energy on SmackDown tonight? For Canada, no. I'd have to say I'm quite disappointed in the Canadians. Sad about it, really. They were doing a terrible job. Oh no, he dropped his butthole. That's terrible. Robbie's like, I guess now Travis is leaving. LOL, yeah, he got sick of it too. Well, we're at a talking segment, so, you know. Oh, look, now we get Seth coming down to talk too. This is glorious. I mean, gosh darn it. It's a good thing they're having a pay-per-view tomorrow, and this is the go-home show. They're just like, we're bored. Why is he wearing women's outfits tonight? It's weird, buddy. It's weird. He's just wearing some puffer jacket stuff for pants and a half a jacket. He had to take half of his jacket up at the top and make him into pants for the bottom. Such a strange man. Robbie's like, SmackDown even made Cola leave. He said he was going to be leaving earlier. Everybody else just disappeared. That's fine. It's such a, just an odd thing. I guess they're kind of getting involved in Seth's stuff here. Oh, not Drew McIntyre wipes his arse side to side. Wow, that person's a hater. That's not very nice at all. Person's got a sign for his mom. There's a guy that's in a Hulkamania shirt. He is not pleased with anything that's happening. He thinks it's all stupid.
Probably is.
Yeah, basically. Oh no, the three amigos are back together again. He's very excited about joining the party because they're reminiscing about Money in the Bank. I'm so excited that he came down so that we could hear more talking. It makes my life so much better. I'm glad he was thinking of me. Thanks, Seth. Oh no, why is he calling him a moron in the worst Money in the Bank cash-in? I don't believe that that's true. I feel like they're just saying things that aren't truthful anymore just because they can say stuff.
The worst cash-in ever was Big E.
Totally. Ooh, not the future talking. Old Seth's out there to talk about the future, people. Just the future.
Didn't last very long.
Huh?
Miz.
Oh, yeah.
Miz cash-in. On Drew. Was pretty terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't stand chances in the stuff tomorrow. I think I need to start drinking when we do our shows.
I feel like they need to fix it.
Oh, great. Now CM Punk's coming. Goody drums. Oh, my God.
At least Punk's out there.
Yeah. Robbie says, you ever thought SmackDown would be better just 90 minutes? At this point, yes. It was fine when it was 2 hours, but, like, this 3-hour shit is just bad. Like, they just, I don't know if they just can't help themselves or what. It's lame-o. Lamity lame in the lamest of lamos. Lame. It's got personality of pumped up.
Did you need anything?
Yeah, I actually want something. Can you grab the candies? They're by my chair in the garbage can.
What?
I just didn't want to set them on the floor. So they're just kind of in the garbage can.
Okay. Anything else?
No. Rob is like, didn't pull extra viewers though, did it? I highly doubt it. I'd be very surprised if they got more viewers from something like this.
Such a great show, though.
So good. Thank you. He looks like an oven mitt. He kind of does.
What's he wearing?
It looks like he took a puffer jacket and decided to make it into pants.
Didn't Becky wear that?
No.
She wore something like that.
But I said that he looks like he's wearing ladies' outfits tonight.
Didn't I put my... Oh, there. I gotta hear this shit show.
He's obsessed with one thing. WrestleMania. Bum, bum, bum. Robbie's like, D, people just don't care weekly schedule shows like they used to.
Yeah, it's terrible. Why? Do you think they should do more on them? You done soldiers.
Richards in the chest of Seth cross-dressing again as an oven mitt tonight. He really wanted to be a trivet, I suppose.
CM Punk's thinking he's got some gotcha moments or something.
I guess.
But at least he does old-fashioned promos.
It's true. Or tries to, anyways. Not about you. It's about me. Oh, no. Main event stuff. What's ridiculous? Ridiculous. Ew. Ooh.
And then Damian has to talk and just sound like an idiot.
Well, you're going to be doing is complaining on the internet. Well, I made words with my mouth hole. Congratulations.
Oh, here he comes.
It's Chyna.
Now, Cena can actually pull a promo, too.
Not the promo pulling.
Look at who it is.
Oh, look, it's Logan. He's like, yeah, I'm coming under Chyna. Everybody's like, man, I'm so bad. Oh, God, it's him. Blah, blah.
It looks like John Cena and Logan Paul are together, maybe?
Maybe? Doubtful. You all thought it was John Cena, he says. What do you mean he doesn't care about them? Then show up.
All these full-timers. Making fun of them.
Oh, Robbie says, especially on a Friday as well, most people are chilling or doing stuff. And then Robbie says, Seth always been a maniac when it comes to his personality. Robbie also says, go on Travis with that bib.
I'm messy.
It's got to. Chris says, I know, it was Logan Paul. I know it was Logan Paul. Can Logan Paul versus Kyle Fletcher main event Mania?
Not today, but if they built it right, yes. They both have everything it takes. I work curtains to work. It looks like a moving blanket.
Mm-hmm. Lady Gaga threw up on a coat hanger.
Oh, shit. True.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Can't relate. Robbie says, so has Logan got or getting a big push? Sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Picola says, alright, what did I miss? Talking, lots and lots and lots of talking. Oh, there you are. We thought John Cena was going to come out, but it wasn't him.
Oh, camera fell over.
It was Logan Paul instead. Walter's in the chat says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. I saw Paddington in Peru. Good movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome, Walter. Well, thanks for coming by and saying hi. I'm glad you had a good time watching your video. Hopefully you're able to watch SmackDown for the rest of the night.
And Elimination Chamber tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Walter says, okay, bye. This Saturday I will be here for Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
We will too.
Sweet. We're gonna be here. La la la. I think Liv has been taking crack.
Maybe. Was she getting skinny? Is that what you mean?
Hmm?
She's getting skinny?
No. Talking so fast. Robbie says no, but he seems to be on every week. Oh, Logan? Well, he has to, Robbie. He's going to be in Elimination Chamber, so yeah, he's going to be around. Oh, good God. It's a Contenders qualifying match. Ugh.
A contender for what?
I don't know. Probably for something.
The Intercontinental title, maybe?
Maybe.
Here comes LA.
Who is going to be his opponent tonight?
The Miz. Miz.
Maybe.
We might not find out till after a commercial.
Yeah. Weirdos.
They're bundle bros.
Yeah. Chris says dumb Roxy teaming with Liv and Raquel. Chris says LA Knight and Outrunners 80s coked out promo would be epic. Mm-hmm. Piccolo says, so anyone mentioned the great Gene Hackman died and all the controversy about it? Sophie mentioned the death earlier, but we didn't talk about controversy around it. I didn't know
there was any controversy.
They are now ruling it a suspicious death, and they're doing a full investigation of it. Supposedly. That's the...
Like a murder-suicide?
Controversy, I guess.
Is that what you mean?
No. Not like that. They were found in separate bedrooms. And the dog was found in a closet, which was like a walk-in closet kind of thing. But according to other people, they had like 3 dogs. So where are the other 2? I told you this part. That they'd been dead for days. Like, so the sheriff did come out and say that they had been
was he the one that
deceased
called 911?
For multiple days.
Was he the 911 call? I heard the 911 call.
I don't know. But I know that they did a welfare check. That's the only reason why anybody was there, was a welfare check happened. I don't know who called in the welfare check or whatever. But Ravi says, light up your chalice, light up your stiff. And Chris says, so, is that Timeless Tony and the Queen of the Ring? Yeah, it's her. She talks about it. Ravi says, shocking, he died. What, at 95? I mean, that's just weird, right? Feels like Piccolo says, right, like they said, Hackman, the wife, and the dog are all scattered. And yeah, to that avail, some mummification had happened. Well, they are in New Mexico. Very dry.
I mean, I guess I was worried that it was a witch that did it. I had talked about it earlier. Because there's really no signs of the, what do they call it? The Abracadabra curse. There's really no there's no way to prove it.
Right.
So I was kind of worried about that.
And the fact that they'd been there for days. You're telling me they didn't have, like... I mean, I get it. Like, they'd been married for a long time. Like, they'd been married since, like, 1991 or something. And she was 64.
Right.
So, like I said, she was in her 30s when they met. So I'm just kind of like... It's weird. Why don't they have... Do they just not have housekeepers? Or, you know what I mean? Like, or they just don't have...
Maybe he wasn't into that.
Any kind of housekeeper. And I would imagine that they probably had at least a housekeeper. And then, like, does he... I mean, and I get it. He's, like, 95. He's, like, a huge celebrity. He probably never talks to his children. But he has, like, 3 kids and, like, grandkids and shit. Like, not one of his kids, like, talk to him on a, you know, semi-normal basis or anything. Like, no. I want to know who called in the welfare check. Is who I want to know who called that in.
I wonder if Superman might have done that.
Maybe. Piccolo says, well, at least it's not fentanyl. Right? Robbie says, when is Queen of the Mofo Ring happening? It comes out in March. Like, I think a week from now or something. Mm-hmm. Maybe. This next Friday? Maybe.
It came out at that film festival like 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago. Oh, wait, never mind. Last year. It was in December.
Yeah, I mean, it was in the film festival last year, but it's now coming out to all theaters March. So I don't know if it's this Friday, the 7th of March, or the next Friday, the 14th. It's coming soon, though.
Oh, it's Santos. We've seen this one before. Yeah, no energy conservation at all.
No. People is like, no, any children, stepkids. People also says maybe that was the basis of it all, and people living in New Mexico. It might well be a third world country. Sheesh. Well, and what area of New Mexico was he in? I don't know. I don't follow people, so I have I don't know. I've never been like, oh, hey, I want to look this up and find out about his life. I don't care.
That's a drop kick.
I was like, March, oh yeah. And Richard says, I'm interested to see if Hackman's name is on the Epstein list. Interesting timing for a Hollywood pervert to die suspiciously. My guess is double overdose. But why kill the dog?
Why kill him?
Why kill the dog? He's 90, and plus, Gene Hackman was 95 years old. Who fucking cares? The guy's gonna die at old age anyways. Like, what? And he hadn't been in the spotlight for any kind of movie stuff for, like, over 10 years or more. I just don't... It just would be weird. Piccolo says, oh, you know what? Y'all are confusing me about the QOTR stuff. I'm like, how is Tony and the Tourney? Isn't that a WWE thing? Oh, it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie. Robbie says, which dwellers are winning Chamber tomorrow? Robbie's like, harsh D. What's harsh?
I was going to die.
Their attitude, probably. I guess he was going to, and then didn't.
But the other girl, you know, his wife, she was still pretty young. She still had a good,
she was 64 years old.
20 years at least of good health in front of her.
At least. Pickle's like, he's retired. He'd been retired. That's what I figured. I'm like, I don't think he's been in the spotlight of any kind of movie for at least maybe even 20 years. I'm trying to think if I can think of him being, you know, no, for sure not in the last 10 years. But
he was in Frankenstein. Wasn't he? Isn't he the guy that Frankenstein comes to his house and eats his food? Or is that young Frankenstein?
Old is that
young Frankenstein?
Yes.
That he's in?
Yes.
Yeah. That and Superman, the only two movies he's ever been in.
You're funny.
No, I'm sure he's
never been in anything else.
He was in one where he was like a boat captain. And it was a good one. It was with Owen Wilson. He was the boat captain in that show. Remember? Behind enemy lines or whatever, and he crashed the plane. And he's running the whole show, Owen Wilson. It's a great one. He's getting chased by that assassin. And it's about atrocities.
Mm-hmm. Once again, old movies. Bigelow says, like, when did Royal Tenenbaums come out? 17 years ago? Shoot, 24 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, I am pretty dang sure that I have not seen or heard of Gene Hackman being in a movie over the last 20 years. The last 20 years. I'm not saying he hasn't been in movies before that. I'm talking, like, the last 20 years has he been in a movie. And I'm talking, like, main character vibes in a movie. Are you ready? Piccolo's gonna cry in calamity. I know a few others that Gene Hackman has been in, but Travis is not a Gene Hackman fan. And I'm not really a huge fan of his, but I do know what other movies he's in. But Piccolo says, I will cry in calamity. He was in a classic Western as the bad guy to Clint Eastwood. Can you guess?
Oh, is that the one with the girls? Was he in that one? He was with all the girls?
Yeah. What's the name of it?
Forgiven?
Unforgiven. Unforgiven.
A lot of people think that's one of the greatest Westerns ever. I would never say that.
He was also in another Western
With the girls, right? Sharon Stone movie.
And who else was in it? Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, he was in it as his kid. I actually like that movie. You hate that movie. But yeah.
No way I'd watch that movie.
Yeah.
Ever.
I actually don't mind that movie. It's just kind of one of those weird off ones.
That's that one. Quick and the Dead.
Yeah. Yep. So.
The Replacements, Enemy of the State, Hoosiers, The Firm, The Birdcage. I didn't even know he was in that. Under Suspicion. I've heard of all these. Crimson Tide, that's the military one I was thinking of.
Yep. Robbie says, did you own it on Blu-ray? No. People had said, anyone Bueller? We got it. Robbie says, Gene Hackman, was he the one that was singing in the rain? What?
I don't think so.
People was like, Yeppers, Lil Leo, right?
He was in Wyatt Earp.
Robbie says, no, that was Gene Kelly. How ridiculous of me. Exactly, Robbie. Gene Hackman.
Heist was in 2000s. That's what I was looking for, was 2000 maybe.
Yeah.
Superman 2 says 2006.
He was in the newest of the new.
No, it's the original.
Oh, Jesus.
They just have the...
Oh, because it's like a remake thing or something? Pico says, I did watch The Replacements and The Birdcage not long ago.
The Mexican. That's it. That's the only ones in the 2000.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure he has not been in movies for at least 20 years. I'm like, not even like as a side character. I know for sure main character vibes he hadn't been in one for a long time.
The Heartbreakers, he was in that too. So it looks like his last hurrah was Behind Enemy Lines. Those were all in 2001. He did 4 movies in 2001. Oh, 2003. I lied. Runaway Jury. He was in a movie called Runaway Jury.
Hassan says, hi there, guys. Happy Leap Day tonight.
Yeah.
Right as tomorrow is March. Today's the last day of February.
It's actually New Year's Eve. Tomorrow's New Year's. But
Ravi says, but D, you didn't correct me. Why would I, dude? You don't even like movies. Picola says, oh crap, how did the Cavs make a comeback? Oh, they laid down on the ground and cried a lot that they got beat up. I saw it. That one guy complained constantly. He got touched by a pinky, literally fell on the ground like a toddler and had a fit. Yeah, that's how they've been coming back. They've been throwing out their, I got fouls, like this guy. He probably fell on the ground, threw himself on the ground, and was like, he touched me! That's what I was complaining about earlier, was how lame they were. Bunch of pansy-ass bitches. Haha, he missed it! Fuck you, bitch! I don't even like either one of them. I don't even know these teams. I hate all of them. Hate both of them. Good God, there's 9 minutes left in the fourth and they're at 100 points. That's fucking bullshit. How lame. God, that's gay. Feels like a promise I will quit drinking on the 29th. Promise. You have to wait 4 years.
3 more, yeah.
Let's see. Robbie.
The next election year.
Mm-hmm. Robbie says, was he actually crying, D? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Robbie. They do. They cry little big fat crocodile fake tears of pansy bitch. That's what they cry. They do close-ups on their faces. That's what they look like. It's fucking lame. This is a stupid sport.
Wow.
I didn't see it.
The Cavs had the lead. LA Knight, he got hit with the Frankensteiner.
I was getting kicked in the corner.
All right, here we go. Into the ropes. Santos
What the
with
fuck
the spear.
was that?
He did that so he could roll to the outside, like it was in one move, like a spear out to the outside.
Why does he have Emperor on his butt?
Because he's the Emperor of Japan.
He's the Emperor of Santos. Okay. Robbie says, so this is a leap year? No.
No.
Robbie, this is not a leap year. Don't be weird.
The only leap year is when the U.S. has presidential elections.
Piccolo says, it's a game of streaks.
It's over.
LA won. He couldn't have the fight he was going to have tonight because that guy's brother died. It's really sad. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's tough.
He went for broke off the top rope and died. Look at him just leave like the bitch he is. He's like, I wasn't even supposed to have this stupid match tonight. Oh no. Not the forever bomb. We're gonna hear from Kevin Owens. Skippy doodah.
My oh my.
That's a commercial break.
What a beautiful day.
Ravi says, is it a leap year because only 28 days in Feb? Ravi, it's a leap year when there's 29 days in February. Leap year means extra day, not less days. Don't be obtuse. Nobody likes obtuse people.
It's not true. Obtuse people have feelings.
No, I don't think so. No. Yep. I think you're just making up stuff.
Nope.
Because you think people should feel bad about something.
See? Save my shirt.
You got it on your shirt? Or you saved it?
Saved it.
Hey, look, it's a Jason Statham movie.
Nice.
It's from the people who made The Beekeeper.
Oh, no.
It's not The Beekeeper, though. It's people who directed or made The Beekeeper.
That means he's just going to beat people up for, like, and kill them for a wrong phone call or something.
Nice. I don't blame him. Ooh, it's a working man. Nice.
Yeah. Somebody probably honked at him, waved, and he's like, you're a family. That Beekeeper's like, you're killing everybody because they scammed somebody? Kind of weird that you kill people over it. Like the employees that are just doing their job. He's like,
to give them a chance to leave. Some of them dead.
Some of them. Others are like, I'm going to stay and finish my job today.
Most of them he let leave.
So I take it that there was nothing in the Epstein logs or anything, because I didn't hear one fucking thing about it. Was it all fart, no poop?
No, they only released one thing of it.
Yeah, so obviously nothing.
Phase 1 or whatever. So they have a whole bunch of other ones they're releasing. That I know of anyways. They're still releasing stuff. Richard says, did you guys see Trump body slam the cross-dressing Ukrainian president Volodymyr Zelensky today? I could smell the crap running down Zelensky's leg. Did they did they do an AI thing of that happening or something?
Yeah.
Oh, good God. That's just silly. Robbie says, so explain this, then what happens to people birthdays were born on the 29th and after, because there is no 29th this year in February.
Yeah.
Well, they just don't have a birthday.
Yep, they're 4 years old. They're 1 year old every 4 years. That's how it works. Obviously, you still celebrate it because they still are. Their cells are aging. But yeah, they live for years, and you can be 8, but you're really 2.
Yeah, so they only really celebrate their birthday once every 4 years.
Yep. I had 2 friends that had a birthday today. Almost.
They almost were leap year babies.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, but not quite.
Yeah, 1 year off of both of them, too.
Mm-hmm. Blah, 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 blah.
It would have been the next year for Danny.
Good.
Because 80 would have been the year.
Uh-huh.
And then for Brett would have been... Well, he might have been there, but it might be 2 years off for him because he was 54. So I'd have to see if it was 52, 54, or 56 when leap year was. '56, I bet, because the next 60 was Kennedy.
It was so Lincoln. That seems about right.
Uh-oh. Strained it.
What?
Oh, he's just shooting threes like crazy.
Oh, jeez.
They can't play defense. They just have to launch threes.
Yeah, they can't kick him in the leg like they need to.
You don't kick people.
You just jump on him. Robbie says, Trump making America great. I wish someone make the UK great again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've heard some shit that's happening over there, bud. Sorry to hear it. It's funny because the propaganda that we hear from you guys is basically that all of you hate him. It's pretty funny. I love the news media outlets and how much they all fucking lie so much. Especially if you get your news from like actual like media supposed like network media, news media places or something.
That tell the truth.
They don't tell the truth. They just tell their opinions that are biased or say what they're supposed to say because they're getting paid off by somebody else.
A constitutional
crisis. Oh, constitutional crisis.
This is a threat to our democracy.
It's a threat to our democracy. They all said it. They like put up like 25 different fucking news outlets. And they all had a script. Fucking morons. Oh, great. More Canadian talking.
Is he speaking in that language, too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did you stop? Did you take your thing out?
I can't stand this dude. He's such garbage.
Why didn't you put your little muffy on?
Maybe I want a pop on there when I pop.
When you pee pee? When you pee pee poo poo poo? When you pee pee poo poo? When you made the pee sounds? Pepper and pepperoni and...
Yes, pepperoni. Can I get some pepperoni on that?
Porcupines?
Porcupine
Pumpkin
pepperoni.
pie spice? Richard's like, what if a puppy is born on February 29th? How does that math work?
Oh, right. How does dog math work? The best way to do dog math is really, it's a week every day. That's your best way you can do it. So every day of your life is a week to your dog. Yeah. They don't have any of the barricades yet. They must not have extra barricades. See? Around the ring.
Yeah.
Is it?
I feel like you guys have done other stuff against each other that's bigger, but you know, whatever.
Probably in their own bedrooms.
Probably. At least. Richard says, long live Paul Joseph Watson and the reporting he does in the UK. Robbie says, get your Casio calculator out, LOL. He's stuck to a wheelchair. How's he going to get stuck to it? You going to glue him in there or something?
It'll be cold
Jesus
and then they'll put a little water on it.
I'm not going to help him, he says. This is so weird.
Even if it was his fault, why would you make his wife suffer?
Yeah, wouldn't you just incorporate her into your own home?
Right.
Just take her from him and her kid.
Right.
That really put him in
call
the
you
dumps.
Daddy.
Yeah, make her call you daddy.
Make the wife call you daddy too.
That's what I was saying. Make her call you daddy.
Kids, but
I mean the kids, but the wife definitely. Hey, cat, what are you doing? You trying to fall off my lap? Yeah, there. Not the watching. Oh, this is how I really feel about whatever's happening on my television during this horrible, horrible stint of wrestling information. Thank you so much for boring us. I appreciate it. It's the bestest in the whole world. I know it's a go-home show, but come on. Seriously. Not you.
Yes, you.
Robbie says, Travis, who's the dweller on commentary on SmackDown? It's that guy. One of them's Bad News Barrett. The other one is,
Joe Tessitore.
Yeah, that guy. He used to do other stuff.
Boxing and such.
But now he doesn't.
Thanks for having that on my TV and wasting part of my life.
Look, it's a whisker. An animal whisker.
That's probably Pokey. Oh.
Why are you trying to break my watch, jerk?
Why'd you pull it off of him?
I didn't. It was on my blanket. Just sitting there. I didn't pull it off anybody. Ow!
Nobody.
Ow! Ow!
Darn, God.
Jerk.
Hey, look, it's Cody.
Yeah, you're a jerk. Nah. He lives in Hollywood.
What we need to do.
Huh?
For water.
Huh? Huh?
It's got a big tube in it, see?
It's weird. Ugh, God, they don't. Tell them how much they don't get it. You're at the top.
Why do you think there's so much more?
Yeah. He was like 5 feet short of getting that in the basket. What a loser. Fuck.
Cody? Oh, wait, you're watching
basketball. No, that fucking twat face that cried about all of his issues earlier.
Hey, it said there the announcement will be before the Elimination Chamber. He's like, oh, there's light out here. This is terrible.
He probably smells your salad. Was it gross?
Mm-mm.
Did you eat too much of it?
No.
Then why did you finish it?
Because I didn't have any more room.
So you got full?
Yeah.
So you had too much salad? There was too much in the bowl?
Yeah.
So now you're wasting it?
And there's chicken in there, and it was really good.
That's good. Glad the chicken was good. Yeah, you wouldn't eat a lot. Just sprinkle of it in there.
Mm-hmm. I did more than that, but yeah. I did like 2 handfuls. Liberty! Liberty!
Cat, my arm is not going to stay there the whole time.
He thinks it is. Bibbity. Bibbity.
Weird commercials.
Not $9.99.
Not $9.99. Seriously, come on.
Maybe I should get that for later.
No, thank you. Untamable forces.
Without tame.
Without the tames.
Monster Hunter.
That's kind of cool.
I like anything with monsters. What is it? Buy it. What is it?
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Are you gonna play it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you shoot them?
It's on PS5.
Do you shoot them?
No, they have like swords and shit.
Oh, that's way cool.
Hey, look, it's that dweeb fuck. He's back there again. Got another foul.
That's not him, is it? Is that
Mitchell? Yeah, that's that dum-dum.
Mitchell?
Mm-hmm. Yep. The crybaby pants.
Yeah, we get it.
He cried about everything. Give me a foul, baby. I'm gonna cry and flop around on the floor like a fish. Floppity flop flop.
Oh. Offensive foul.
Oh no, not another one.
On Jason Tatum. Yeah, you can't move on a screen. See, he was moving. That's my destiny. March 7th.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
I knew it was March, but I couldn't remember
She knew it was March, but she just didn't know which one.
Didn't know if it was 7th or if it was the next Friday.
Yeah, she didn't know if it was the 7th or the one after that. Culmination.
Something like that.
Keep it twisted.
Keep the twisting.
Carmelo. Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes. Robbie says WWE shagged it with new commentators. That twat on Raw is plonker, knows nothing about the moves.
This game's over.
And people says, okay, it's just a regular season game. No biggie.
Oh, look,
Oh my god, somebody else is crying.
He's white.
Oh my god, look at him, pansy-ass bitch, crying on the floor.
Uh-oh. Carmelo's out there.
Hurt me in my face hole.
We've seen these guys fight literally 3 times over the last, 2 months. Holy shit.
Lame.
Braun's unselling. Look at that. I'm literally 20 feet.
He should fucking just throw him all the way out. Over there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Over there somewhere.
Out there.
Over there.
Under the rainbow. Oh my god, you can't do that, Braun. He just took that guy's jacket, threw it to somebody else. Uh-oh, look, it's the Tiny Tongan. Oh, look behind him. Solo hit him. Didn't even fade him. Look it. Didn't fade him. No fade. Oh, now Solo's going to be the weak one. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, don't hurt him. The Tiny Tongan gets thrown around. Now here comes the chair shot. Oh, he cheated. That's so old. Did you see what he did? Did you watch it? Carmelo cheated.
Hey, now hit him with it. You should have just hit him with it after the fact.
The referee should have to see the foul, not assume.
For it to happen.
It's always been that way. Oh, the Tiny Tongan! It's weird that he has a name that's not Tiny Tongan. Every time I heard, I'm like, what is it? Tama? Like Tomahawk?
Tomahawk?
Oh, he has a booger and spit.
I'm not looking because that's gross.
You can look at boogers and spit.
I don't want to look at his boogers
Hey, look who it is.
Spit.
Why is Naomi trying to show her boobs off? I'm going to WrestleMania. Uh-oh. They're all grabbing her hair. Don't pull too hard.
Yeah.
Nothing holding that anymore. Here comes that Roxanne Perez.
Oh. Robbie says, so you well stocked from SmackDown going into the EC pay-per-view?
Anybody that doesn't think she's going to look like Deonna Purrazzo has got some rude awakening coming. Deonna Purrazzo wasn't that big in the legs when she was wrestling.
It's true.
When she was that age.
Mm-hmm.
And you see what she looks like now? This girl is going to balloon.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of where she holds it. Has nothing to do with anything else.
Yep.
Like, Liv has bigger legs side by side. It's just that she holds her weight differently.
Yep.
And she's already in her 30s.
Robbie says Travis seems thrilled with this match, laughing. Dee lost interest about 1 hour ago.
She lost interest before that.
Piccola says, oh, time almost. Thanks for the stream, guys. No, Piccola, no, don't leave, no.
No, you can't leave. Aren't we going to do some...
Leave? God, it's the
trivia
last horrible part of the whole show, and you're leaving.
Click a tree and get out of here.
It's so terrible.
That's it. There is
That's
no
it.
surprises.
There's no more. Just that.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Logan.
Yeah, give him a break. Jeez. It's terrible. Robbie says Deal thought this was the build-up to the pay-per-view wanted. Sure, buddy. People's like, ha ha ha, I did it again. Stupid third hour of SmackDown. Robbie's like, Cole, you always do it. It's normal. People's like, I fail. I'm gonna grab my ice cream I've thought about for 30 minutes.
You want to snuggle with it?
Snuggle with the ice cream. What do you think a steel book edition of a game is?
It has the metal case on the outline.
That's it?
Yeah, I think.
So you pay $5 extra for a steel case?
Yeah. Would be my guess. He's awesome. Ted Danson. Or Danza. Yeah, Danson.
Ted Danson. Robbie's like, does Netflix allow you to record shows if you're out like Raw? No.
I think they just replay it.
They just have it available so you can just watch it. There's no such thing as recording
But
shows.
if you wanted to, you could have a recording device and then have it in between your TV and your smart device that you're watching it on, and then you could record it that way.
Mm.
But I don't know why you would do it, but yeah, you could. But on Netflix, you can just watch it. It's just on.
Excuse me.
Anthony. That's mine, huh? Yeah. All right, here comes Bayley. We gonna get any Jade news tonight? Did you hear when they were talking about Jade?
No.
Bayley said, "I really want to get them because we know that they attacked Jade, but they're just saying they didn't." And so we were kind of waiting on a facial expression from the other two, and they didn't really make one.
Oh, so Bayley said that, and then Bianca and
Naomi.
Twitter didn't react. They're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Wow.
And I felt like they would have.
Robbie's like, seems long-winded. Piccolo's his baby mama. Yeah, or Bailey's out there.
They make it like Dominik did something when she was under the rope, clearly, anyways. He didn't even interfere once. And of course, Naomi's terrible. That's why they put Naomi in that group, by the way. After they put the titles on them, they're like, shit, we don't want either of them to lose. Jade or Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to take Bianca out.
Jade
out. Put Naomi in. Is that LeBron not playing? He's like, I'm not going to play tonight. Either that or he's just wearing a different color than everybody else. Oh, he is. He's just wearing a different color than everybody else. This is cool.
Mm.
All right, we got Naomi in there and Liv. Liv just got kicked right in the face. Oh, God, she didn't get there. She's like, Liv's like, I have to sell that? You didn't even...
She's like, oh my God, I think my guts fell out. I have to get out of the ring. It was so bad. She didn't even get touched.
No, Naomi didn't make it. With the 6-man tag team match going on. Oh, they're going to have to go to a commercial break to get these things under control. Oh, no, they're not going to.
Robbie's like, where did it go right for Jey Uso? When his daddy cried online about how it wasn't fair that his son wasn't getting shit.
He started using yeet, and people started chanting with it.
Yeah.
Bayley just kicking everybody's ass. She gonna do that to Rack Rod, too?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. She did. She hit Rack Rod with it also. She's taking out all 3 of them.
Damn. Good for her.
That's a lot of woman.
Well, we never said she wasn't good at wrestling. Bayley. Anyways, I don't think I've ever said she wasn't good at it.
So Sports Illustrated came out with their top 10 wrestlers, women wrestlers of all time. I guess who was number 1?
Who?
Becky Lynch. Guess who was number 2?
Who does it work for?
Charlotte.
Char?
She's number 2.
Ooh, ouch.
And then 3 and 4, also WWE.
Okay.
Trish Stratus and Lita.
Huh.
5, AEW.
A former WWE person?
Mm-hmm.
Tony, then. Paige.
You hate her more than anything on the planet.
Oh, God. The other quitter?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's kind of your top 5. And then there's a few more that fit in after that. Yeah, Bianca at 8, I think. I think it's ridiculous that they don't have a few other ladies on there, but... Anyways, but a lot of people are hilarious on the internet, and they go, how can they do the top 10 women of all time when they don't even know what a woman is?
That's true. That's fucking true, because they don't. When you're putting men on the fucking front of your fucking Sports Illustrated shit saying it's a woman, you don't even fucking know what a fucking woman is.
Anyway, so yeah, that happened and made me laugh.
Oh, I bet. That's fucking hilarious.
I'm like, oh.
That's hilarious. Robbie says, would you say the Usos are better off single stars?
No.
No.
No. Neither of them are worth their weight in anything. Grass.
Robbie also says, did Rack Rods live up to what she was meant to be in the first place?
No. I think we've found her place, and she's like a tag team girl / bodyguard type. She fizzled on the main roster. Her medical issues did not help her stay relevant. Let's put it that way. And even if she got back in shape and got a push, she would be no better than Damian Priest. Yeah. Ever. Like that would be her peak.
Her unfortunate circumstances with her medical issues fucked her over.
Yeah. Because of the timing. It really
did.
It was the timing.
Oh, yeah.
If she would have stayed in NXT and then came up after she got better, like say in a year from now or something, then it might have worked. But I don't know her age and her problem. I'm sure she's in her 30s. Yeah. Or her
There's no way she's not.
Right. Or what her problem is.
Yeah.
Like what her body's doing to her.
Robbie says, D, we know no one respects quitter face glow person. And Robbie also says, did Shotzi give up wrestling? No, she's in NXT still. Yeah, they just have her in NXT. She's doing okay.
She's in a threesome over there with a couple other ladies.
She changed her makeup, and so she actually looks a lot cuter than she used to.
Yeah, she is a cutie. They need to get Harley Cameron over there before AEW botches the shit out of her.
Right. Bianca flying through the air.
Is she convinced of that? I like this. Bianca's playing rough. Because it's a bigger girl. Uh-oh. She fell, so she didn't do her butt thing. Where she slaps it.
Right.
Uh-oh. Rack Rod. Oh, reversal again. The power. Just showing it off. Rack Rod's hoping her nipple don't pop out. With her ironing board chest.
I guess she was grabbing her shoulder.
Oh, no, it was her boob. She was trying to tuck it back in.
Robbie says, didn't look like she was there from the highlights I saw. She was there. She's not on there all the time by any means, but she's down in NXT.
Yeah, she's in a group. I can't remember their name.
She did come back to wrestling, and she is wrestling again.
But it's got the redhead that was in the group with what's her name? There was Jessie Jane, Gigi Dolan. She's with Gigi Dolan and another girl. But I can't remember the other girl's name.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Naomi needs to just give up on that fucking move. It don't work.
Robbie says Jimmy and Jay, what's next for them to be tag team champions again?
You know, I don't know what they're planning on doing with them after this singles crap's over. I mean, I would assume they'll tag him back up. But I think Triple H needs to do more in the tag team division. I thought he was going to do that, especially with some of the additions that he had added when he first took over. Remember when he was bringing back Gallows and Anderson and the AOP, and he just started bringing in tag teams, so we thought there was going to be an explosion in the tag team divisions, and that it just never happened. It never took flight.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what his plan is. That's
Could be.
Usually.
Ooh, Liv saved that dumb bitch. As her, she's crying. Oh.
There's a big boot. What's it about? They're in Canada, so you could say that. What's it all about? Powerbomb. Nope. Hurricane Rana.
Jesus.
To the outside. Got ladies spilling out everywhere. Perez is going to pin Bayley.
Robbie's like, so she basically gave up wrestling if you go back to NXT? No. The thing with Shotzi is that she really
she wasn't
ready, and she wasn't really on WWE. And then, of course, she had all those, personal issues and stuff that happened, and so...
Perez just pinned Bayley.
Yeah, career momentum, all right. Yeah, the crowd really gives a flying fucktard. Oh, look at them all. They're just so excited. Look how excited.
On his phone.
Oh, they're so excited.
Hey, that was he's taking a picture of her.
I can't imagine why.
Now we know why. Never mind.
The only reason why is because Bliss came out to smack her. Oh,
Sister Abigail,
her ass. That's all right.
She does it the reverse to a DDT.
Anyways, Pico says the group that was formerly had Mandy.
Yeah, well, sort of. Except for Jessie Jane isn't in that group either.
Yeah, but that girl,
so it's
Gigi
just
Dolan.
Gigi.
Yeah. Ravi says, big up Triple H for wrecking wrestling. And Pico's like, shame, both Fire and Desire are gone now.
Well, one of them's still there unless they just cut her. But yeah, the group's gone.
Pico says, let's go Bliss. And Ravi says, the Hurricane Rana, what a move.
Yes.
Shardy Shar.
I figured we'd see Charlotte.
She's very glowy. Oh, she must have hurt her nail. She's got a Band-Aid on it.
Oh.
Robbie says Tyler Breeze went back to NXT and look how rememberable he became.
Yeah, I do. He left. Fandango's back, even though he's in TNA. He came back through TNA, and he was on there not too long ago, fighting for that Heritage Cup or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of silly championship. It's literally a participation trophy. Like, not shitting you, that. Mm-hmm. It's the definition of a participation trophy. They even changed the rules. Now it's just a normal match. Like, you just have to win normally. It used to be like you had to get 2 or 3 falls out of... And each round was like 3 minutes. And it was a pain in the butt. I didn't even know the rules, so I shouldn't be talking about it.
Huh.
Don't ask. Just do it. You can do it and just say you got it from somebody else. It's different when you go up to the actual person and ask if you can use it. You know how many people use the same wrestling move? Hurricane Rana, Frankensteiner.
Mm-hmm.
If you went up to Scott Steiner and said, hey, can I use the Frankensteiner? He's going to tell you to go fuck yourself. But if you do a Hurricane Rana, guess what? It's just called a Hurricane Rana. Hey, can I use the Tombstone Pile Driver? No. Okay, I'll just use the Pile Driver. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck would you ask? Like, hey, can I use the Crossface Crippler? No. Okay,
I'll just use the Crossface, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll call it something else.
Daniel Bryan uses it. You know, and then, of course, you don't want to use Crossface Crippler anyways because he killed his whole family, but...
True.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't ask him.
You wouldn't ask him. Go dig his ass up. Go dig his ass up.
There was a guy, and he's like, my daughters are upstairs playing with the Ouija board. He's outside on the panel, the electrical panel, and he's like, they're all screaming, and then he flicks it back on, and then he starts flicking it on and off.
It's great.
And they're freaking out because she's having people over, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they're playing the Ouija board. Like, oh,
that's funny. That's a great dad.
Uh-huh.
That's dadding at its finest right there. Where I was at, Cola would definitely stick his cock into Fire and Desire, which are like the crotch face crippler.
Yes, that would be a different one.
I see that happen a lot with these ladies.
Who would you want
to
not to do it to you, but
faces.
who would you want to have their move? The crotch face crippler. Would it be somebody with like Nia Jax or somebody that has a nicer lower half?
Well, I mean, basically, their Hurricane Rana is a crotch face.
Right.
So, I mean...
But you wouldn't let it go. You would hold it. After you did it, you'd keep it locked in.
Right.
The crotch face crippler.
Robbie's like, what happened to the crossface chicken wing? Did that prove too dangerous?
I don't think so. I think it's just too much extra. Bob Backlund did that chicken wing crossface stuff. I think it just got outdated.
Right. They're like, hey, here's a gambling problem for you.
Lakers and the Clippers. Hey, that's a little floater right there. Is that James Harden? Yeah. This guy, I can't believe he's still in the league.
Well, it's all soft pussy pants now, so...
Hey,
makes
look,
sense.
He's not as fat as he was. But he's still pretty chunky. Hey, that's coming, isn't it? Kentucky Derby, what's April? I think for that one, first week of April.
Something like that.
They got rid of their drug testing in WWE for marijuana. Like, it's not on their banned substance list anymore. So Riddle's coming back.
So you could have people literally out there high as fuck and make it so that it's dangerous for other people. Congratulations.
Hypothetically, you could.
It's just like being drunk. It's just like being drunk off your ass out there.
Right, and they've done that. People have done that before. There's several wrestlers that, like, remember when he got kicked out of WWE, the Jeff Hardy? He was drunk as fuck during that match. Or high or something. Yeah. And they cut him after that.
As they should. I don't think that they should be allowed to be high on something to compromise the fucking ability, the lives of somebody else in the ring that they're responsible for.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're sports entertainment or not. You are doing moves out there that could possibly and potentially hurt other people. And if your facilities aren't all there with you when you're doing it, then you shouldn't be allowed out in the ring.
Is it on early or late tomorrow?
It says 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're not including the before show shit?
I understand, but they've been doing it at 6. We've been starting at 4.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe they're doing a little bit later then. Maybe it's different.
So now it's at 5?
Looks like it.
Dang. Ugh. I mean, it's not good. It's gonna go till like 9.
Mm.
Well, maybe not. There's only 5 matches. But the 2 chamber matches will be an hour.
At least. Or should be around that.
And then that maybe Sammy will sprain an ankle before the match or something. Or Seth. Or the other one. Kevin.
KO. Robbie says Mandy Rose better off selling her body, licking her tits and rubbing herself. She makes more money.
She's done. Did you hear about her? She's got a spinal degeneration or something like that in her spine.
Mandy does?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
wow.
And she's got something else wrong with it too, but it's basically deteriorating.
Ouch.
Her spine.
That sucks.
Cervical spine.
No babies for her.
I don't know where it's at. It could be up higher, but...
Robbie says, was the Judgment Day getting the push?
Judgment Day... At one point. I think they're done now, though.
They're just doing a quick promo thing from Shinsuke, and they might have, like, done this a while ago, because I highly doubt that he just recorded it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's older. Don't bite his hand.
Yeah, the dogs. They'll find out.
Pray that you lose. Nothing but hell.
Not hell. Hell in a handbasket. Oh, shit.
I took care of Braun Strowman.
Oh, good Lord.
He's been watching too much Menace to Society.
He has. I noticed. He's like, that's my favorite show. I watch it every night, and then I dream about it when I'm sleeping.
Who's he going up against?
LA Knight and Hayes. It's a contenders match, the number 1 contenders match to get in or
LA
whatever.
Knight already wrestled.
Yeah, so did Hayes, but this is who it is.
Oh, so this is the final?
Yep.
So it's a tournament in one night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So did he already have his match too?
I guess. I mean, I thought I saw him earlier today.
Yeah. Remember? We're like, oh, you were like, oh, is Jacob Fatu coming out? And it was.
Oh, yeah.
That
remember?
One. You remember?
You remember.
It was tonight, by the way. It wasn't like...
That's why they got rid of Braun.
Last week.
So I got rid of Braun. So now it's up to you.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman's gonna come down and fucking smash him. By the way.
Hayes?
No.
Oh, Fatu?
Uh-huh. To set up that feud.
Oh.
Because I don't see Fatu winning.
So who's going to be the number 1 contender then?
It's either going to be LA or LA or LA, probably.
Yeah?
Probably LA.
I mean, that seems like a good idea.
But it could be...
the garbage face little boy.
Yeah. Another 48 hours or whatever it's called. What's that? The next 48? That's his finisher.
The first 48,
the first 48.
Not really the name you want to put on a specific move, considering, but whatever. People was like, see, why not be like Jacob Fatu, ladies, and free the nipple?
Free the nipple.
Yeah, that. Free it and stuff.
Yeah. This drawer.
Hmm.
Anyways, that goes all the way around.
Yeah, us something special without Kraft cheese.
Yeah, full commercial, by the way.
Yeah, full
Unless you want to hear about
commercial.
the Lakers and Clippers game. Clippers are crushing them. But it's still in the first quarter, so it doesn't really matter.
Piccolo says it better be a Lakers loss.
Well, we would hope so. Nobody ever wants to see the Lakers win. Unless they have Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That shit ain't happening again. I want to play with you everywhere.
Can't tell. Is that Vincent D'Onofrio?
Yeah. 100. Daredevil, huh? Is that a one of those superhero things?
Yeah, it's a Marvel thing, but it's on Disney Plus, so it's gonna be dumb. So I don't know if somebody like told her she should wink, but she can't do it, and so it looks stupid when she tries. It's fucking hilarious. She has to like move her whole head.
She looks like what's his name from Ice Age?
The sloth.
Uh-huh.
Sid.
Sid.
She does. Somebody needs to get her an eye wrangler.
I know. Quickly too, because
I mean they can just wander off without knowing. Ask Uma, she know.
They're almost at the end now. Like they just fall right off your head.
Yeah, they're just gonna fall right off her face right there. It's gonna happen. Piccolo says, so in the world of national sports publicity, on a scale of 1 through 10, how happy are you to see anything Dallas Cowboys or LA Lakers?
I will tell you, I'm 100% down for seeing the Laker girls or the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Yeah, they actually do have, or usually had. I don't know about the LA Lakers now.
Yeah, I don't know about their dance team.
I don't know about, because they're so liberal in California now. I have a feeling that they probably just have men on there now. That I think they're like from Bangkok.
So,
but,
maybe, maybe not the Laker girls, but definitely the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, 100%. And other than that, no.
That would be a negative.
There's nothing.
Or 0.
No corners, no running backs, no linebackers that I can't think of anybody else on that team that I like.
Or that you would be happy to see any kind of publicity about.
Right, besides the cheerleader. And I would hope that the cheerleader publicity would be nice. And not something catastrophic.
Right? Piccolo says, because it always dominates the sport news. Yeah, it gives people something to yak about, I guess.
Well, with the Lakers, they got that guy, LeBron James. And people used to think he was the chosen child and all that stuff.
He's such a lame-o.
It was such a big deal. He's still playing, by the way. He's been playing since he was 18.
Well, he can, right? 40s. Because it's such a piece of pansy-ass sport. I mean, Jesus Christ, you could be 80 out there playing still. Fucking losers.
Yeah, if he would have played in the 80s or 90s, he would
have been a fucking nobody.
He would have played... No, he would have still...
He would have been a nobody.
Okay. I'm going to pander to that. He'd have been something. And not only that, but he would have played about 12 years.
If he was lucky.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure somebody would have taken out his knee.
Just like Steph Curry. Steph Curry couldn't have played in the old days. And the only reason I say that is because his ankles are so bad that with that physical abuse... he wouldn't have been able to rest and strengthen them like he did eventually get them under control in the NBA. When he first came up, that was the end. I traded him, actually, to be honest, in my fantasy league because I was so worried about his ankles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a 3-on-3 match. Or, no, never mind. Just a triple threat match. Should be good. Jacob Fatu, LA Knight. Some loser. He's like,
get him. There you go.
Shit.
That works too.
Carmelo was trying to be a part of Jacob Fatu's life.
He tried to be all up his butthole. Don't hurt me. I'll just beat up LA Knight. Loser fag. Loser. Bronson says at the end of the night at the museum, Crystal the monkey kept urinating down Robin Williams' back. Maybe they had to go potty really bad. Sometimes that happens, you know.
Why are people peeing on people?
It was not a people. It was a monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Piccolo says, dance team. Ooh, they better not have Laker boys now. I don't know. It's California. I would not put it past them. Not in the least. DEI and all, you know. Piccolo also says that his doofus son is on contract, too.
Yeah, but he's not any good. He doesn't have the talent. He's just there because his dad plays, and they wanted to placate him.
Nepo baby! Nepo baby. Nepo. He can't even get on his... He can't even get there on his own talent because he has none, so he had to ride on the coat strings of his dad, who hardly has any talent.
So is Cody going to come out at the end of this or something? Is The Rock showing up?
I don't know.
I feel like there's too much time for this match to last a half hour.
Yeah. Basically, we should just leave now so we don't have to worry about the other crop coming. Or see it.
No.
Oh, no. What do you mean, no? Because you're on your phone playing?
Not playing on my phone.
Yeah, you are.
I was seeing it. Playing is not looking and reading to see if there's any wrestling news.
Uh-oh. He's like, I didn't do anything wrong.
He's like, I play in LA now because my owner decided to ship me here because she wanted to build a casino.
She's like, I'm going to make sure that your team sucks balls.
That trade makes no sense.
I wonder how that strategy is really going to work out for her.
It'll work out just fine. Once the team's shitty enough, they won't want him there, and then they'll move him to Las Vegas. Unless, now watch this offseason, they go, we're going to add an expansion team to Las Vegas, because people have rumored that already. And LeBron could buy it, right? Be the major shareholder, start the team, run the team, play for the team for the first year, and then they would have all the popularity. Other people would want to come play with them, so they bring in some stars. They'd be older stars, of course, but
right
to get it started.
Right.
Although I don't know why you'd want to start with a good team, because then you'd get shittier draft picks. But supposedly this year's draft is supposed to be pretty deep, so a lot of people are excited about this year's draft in the NBA. I haven't been watching college, so I have no idea what's happening. But
Piccolo says Toronto Asians don't look half bad in the crowd. Happy to see them represent. I haven't really been watching the crowd so much.
I know, they've been kind of dead.
Yeah, the crowd's been kind of not
Especially for a Toronto show. They better pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, if not, it's going to be even more boring. Bronson says the museum interior credit sequence was something the director of Night at the Museum came up with in the middle of the night. He thought it was appropriate before meeting the lead character. Awesome. Opening within the museum and seeing all the creatures that later come to life make the movie more than just a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need gum gum.
I need gum gum from my dum dum. You're such a loser, Carmelo Hayes. Like, seriously, what a freaking weirdo.
He is. He's
like,
bad.
The crowd's probably like, ugh. What the fuck is this thing out there? Can you imagine? They're like, we're going to push this guy, and the crowd's like, they can't even boo or yay, because they're just, like, disappointed in how gross it is.
Right.
It's funny.
Very. It's hilarious.
So funny.
Tiffany just swantoning the ground earlier.
Yeah.
She did too. She just hit the ground.
Literally.
Like,
yeah, it happens.
He's still living here.
No, he paid for it and then he took it.
Oh.
He just said. And that's why they were talking about your whatever being whatever.
Yeah, that was Brick House too. I'll have to watch that.
Mm-hmm. Because like, oh, there it is, the trailer for the Queen of the Ring. Yeah, the trailer.
Yeah, that's why I was all quiet.
Ladies. I don't know who the main character is supposed to be. I don't know her.
I don't know that actress, but I do know some of the other wrestlers. Face.
Mm-hmm.
One night tournament. LA Knight has the highest rating out of the three. Jacob Fatu's an 87.
Wow.
Which is kind of low for me. Carmelo Hayes was an 86, which is ridiculous when he should be like a 76.
Yeah, right?
If that. 75, 74, right in that region.
Exactly.
Like Dana Brooke was.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Remember when you were playing that game?
Yeah.
You're working your way up through them?
Yep.
They all have to put in the Iron Man performance. They all had a match earlier.
Oh my god, no, not all of them. Well, Carmelo Hayes didn't have a very long match. He just got chucked around a lot.
Yeah.
Then he pretended he won on his own accord, but he didn't.
Because he's dumb.
He's a fucking loser face. He, like, cheated a win. What a piece of crap. It's like, I totally won it.
It was Solo.
Bronson says there is a deleted scene from Night at the Museum where Ben Stiller is late on his rent and gets a notice of eviction. It was cut because there was an impatience to get with the walls to the museum.
Oh.
Picola says Tozawa should have the higher score than Dummy Hayes.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're on the same level, but yeah. I don't know if one should be higher than the other one.
I don't know. Tozawa has that dance going for him, and he does hang out with that lady.
Well, yeah. Maxine Dupree's a 99.
He did have a love interest
I'm
of Nia
assuming
Jax,
Maxine
too.
Dupree's
So, you know, I mean, come
is
on.
a 99. Would be my guess.
99.
For Maxie.
Right?
Way better than Bianca. Oh. Some Bray Wyatt wrestling right there. Little thrust kick. Uh-oh. DDT.
Brandon Stevens in the chat says,
Didn't
hi,
work.
Wrestling Gap. Hey, Brandon. How's it going, bud?
He just hit him with a DDT and it didn't even fade him.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. Look how tiny Hayes is.
Samoan drop.
Comparatively. Makes sense.
LA Knight throws him into the corner. Neck breaker.
He's like, get over. Jeez.
It's not going to be enough.
No, of course not, but still. Sound is gone.
Your earphones died.
No, they shouldn't have. Like I said, they shouldn't have died. That'd be ridiculous if they died. They can't last that long. That's pretty gay.
It was a 70%. I told you need to charge them for Friday.
Set power off.
Mine turned off when you did it and then turned back on.
Says my battery's still at 70%.
They working now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know why they lost connection. That was weird.
Really quiet.
More frustrating. Such a classic move.
Hazy stupid. Alright, come on. Come on, Knight. His signature move is nothing but net. I thought it was another, or the next 48 or something.
It was the first 48, I thought.
The first 48.
Piccolo says your audio has been decent since you picked up the new equipment.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm glad, Piccolo. I'm glad that we've had some good audio.
I feel like it's almost too crisp and clear.
You guys can hear everything.
We almost need to have like...
You guys could hear a mouse fart.
Yeah, we almost need like some background noise, like a music track or something.
Yeah. Or just fan noise. Or just the...
That giant compressor.
Yeah.
Air compressor charging up outside.
Just have the refrigerator over here.
Uh-oh.
Background noise. Constantly. Oh, good. Somebody kill him. Oh, Jesus Christ.
My, oh my, what a beautiful fatu. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, he hit his shoulder.
Ouch.
Bam, DDT. Almost like a brain buster. That's it. That's his finisher. But LA's not done. See how close he is to... He's going to get pulled. Yeah. LA's like, I can't get his ass out. So LA did it that way. I figured that Braun would come down and whoop him, but...
So he stole it.
He literally stole it. Why is he hurt acting?
Fatu's like, I'm so tired. My brain hurts.
He needed to do cardio.
He's like, I hurt my head.
He's throwing the steps right. I thought maybe he was going to throw Hayes on there.
Right.
They're like, you guys got to get out of there. End it.
Piccolo's like, I hear that. I think it's fine. The refrigerator?
Yeah.
That's what we said. We should just have it there all the time. But it only comes on here and there. Bronson says there's a deleted scene in the museum too where the bad guys are playing Twister in an attempt to divvy up the world. It was cut because people didn't want to stay away from the main characters.
Yeah. Makes sense. I haven't seen the third one yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the number one contender anyways.
I know, right?
Right. Right? So would Cody. But you're already that. Maybe it did. Maybe Punk's next.
Ooh. Piccolo says, oh, hey, looky who showed up. My cookie monster Punk. He was out there earlier, Piccolo. He was out there yakking away. All the dudes for Elimination Chamber.
Shove it right up his candy ass.
Part-time Hollywood candy ass.
He said, take the offer. Shine it up real nice. That's what The Rock used to say. Things like that.
Influence. Anyways, yeah, so he did. CM Punk came out.
Yeah, during the Elimination Chamber thing.
them came out except for John Cena. He wasn't there. But they thought he showed up, but it was really Logan Paul, so it was kind of funny. Bronson says there is another deleted scene from Night at the Museum 2 where the bad guys are in an elevator listening to music. They were trying to go after Ben Stiller and Amy Adams.
LeBron's got to play for a few more years to catch cream there.
Loser.
It's points in their 40s.
Look how bad he is in his 40s compared to a guy.
Well,
he's like 1,900 points. He's got 1,000. He's got to go.
1,300, yeah. That's a full season. More.
Sure. Not with his old age. He ain't gonna give him the fucking ball all the time.
He demands it.
Not without Luka being there. They ain't gonna be doing that. No.
Yeah, I don't know if the Lakers are going to offer him max contract. I'm assuming they will, Luka. Because he is a franchise guy. But he's fat and out of shape. That's why, it was such an issue in Dallas. He was getting better, though.
Right. Pico's like Juan Zena. He also says peacemaking warrior. Out of shape too. See him? He's all like huffing and puffing down the thing. He's like, I need a break, guys. I gotta go sit down on the bench.
Wide open. Nailed it. Not a Veridesk.
Yeah, totally.
That's a full commercial, too.
Full
hey, but we get to hear
blown
about Cody and what he's been doing since last weekend.
Since earlier tonight?
Well, we didn't really get to hear from him in the week. We just followed him around just tonight.
Piccolo says, well, cough, cough. Luka is legit. I can't dislike the guy. He'll be a future MVP soon.
He should have already been. But yeah, he's a 5-time All-NBA first team. That's pretty impressive. I don't know how many years he's been in the league, but it can't be more than, 10. So to be more than half of your first team All-NBA.
Yep. Bronson says there's a deleted scene from Night at the Museum 2 where Amy Adams tells Ben Stiller that he's the one who's gotten lost. It was cut because the theme of the movie has already been established. And people says, look at me giving praise to a Laker. Nobody ever repeat that. Yeah, but he wasn't a Laker. I mean, he's just barely one. So, I mean, really, the praise for where he's at now goes to where he was, not to where he is now. Blah, blah, blah. Word, word, word. Oh, my goodness.
Peru made trans people officially mentally ill.
Good for them. As they should. Chris says people think Punk will sell out with Paul Heyman because of the favor. Yeah? The favor?
That's what it's all about, right? Is that favor?
That's where he sold his soul again.
I'm
surprised he had it back enough to sell it.
That favor's going to come into play with Roman and The Rock.
Yeah.
Roman's going to have to block The Rock. That'll be the favor.
People's like, I want a disco ball in my room. Our bird has one in their room. It's their lover. They love it.
My bird loves.
Our bird, his little best friend is his little disco ball. Not kidding. Loves that stupid thing. Bronson says there is a deleted scene from Night at the Museum 2 where Ben Stiller and Christopher Guest are talking, it was cut because they needed to start the ticking clock of the plot. That happens a lot. Sometimes those director cut movies can be like 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is he going to sell his soul and then he'll have to be a bad guy? They're like, look, LeBron James has back-to-back blah, blah, blah. It's like, that guy doesn't even fall in the same category as those other two. That guy's a loser face. He wouldn't have any of that shit. He actually had to play with defense in the game.
Right.
Oh, it's a good thing you guys went for that three-pointer that you couldn't even fucking make, you fucking losers. Jesus Christ.
You call the basketball games from now on, and I'll call the wrestling.
Feels like, love how Espen just creates dumb narratives to praise LeBum. Yeah, it's fucking gay. It's like, oh my god, we have to, like, never say anything bad about him. It's like, fuck him. Somebody needs to say bad things about the dumbass. You know why he's so old and out of shape that he's not in the game right now? He got tired. He was all winded and had to go sit down.
You do realize that's how you play basketball. You only play like 36 minutes a game. Out of 48.
If he was a real basketball player, he'd be out there for the whole game. But he's not.
He's a fake one.
He's a fake one.
Oh my god, that guy just missed a layup.
He's a princess one.
Is that Knight?
That was Luca.
No, it was Luca. Hey, they have the same shoes on.
Pretty close. Not quite, but yeah.
Michael Cole looks like he's about ready to go sailing on a yacht.
His shirt's probably still too small. Pat McAfee makes fun of him for it all the time. Why is he out there? He's not a commentator tonight. That's weird.
He's interviewing.
Bronson says there's a deleted scene from Cheaper by the Dozen where the kids are planning to soak Ashton Kutcher's underwear in meat. The idea of soaking his underwear in meat was Steve Martin's idea. Bronson says the meat gathering scene was trimmed so they could move on with the story. Not the meat gathering.
I just remember him putting it in the garbage can.
Did they have dogs attack him? Piccolo says, haha, remember the beginning of the season? LeBum said he would play all 82 games, then pussied out because he realized that meant to actually play in games consistently. I don't, because I don't follow it, but it doesn't surprise me, considering what I saw earlier in the game, that he cried as he went off the thing and huffed and puffed like an old man.
So Knight passed the ball to...
Do you think it's wrong that that guy is out there black but playing blackface as well?
It's a mask.
Is it?
It's not wrong.
Is it though? Is it?
Uh-oh.
Is it a mask?
Uh-oh. Something here's for Cody.
Oh, good Lord. Pico says, I think one of the most impressive stats is having John Stockton play 19 seasons and that he may have missed 4 or 5 games in his whole career.
Yeah, he's something.
He was a beast,
he's
man.
He's my favorite. I'm a Jazz fan.
It's a truck. Yeah, that's a no. Just say no, Cody. It's fine. Please say no. I don't want more Rock garbage.
I feel like you should smell what the Rock's cooking. I don't know.
Probably Rock.
Hey,
meth.
look.
He's probably cooking meth.
That is the Rock.
Exactly, meth. Piccolo says, check it out, Cody Mobile. Why is there horrible music playing in my ear? It's making me want to throw up.
The Rock's gonna talk. He's getting out of his truck.
Ew, seriously?
You can see him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to hear anything he has to say. Bronson says the scene where the kids soak his underwear in meat in the trash can is in the movie. There was much more of that which was cut so they could move forward with the story, like I said. Understandable.
Private jet.
Oh my god, look at all that money you're wasting and ruining the environment. Congratulations. Fascist fag.
You're very judgmental.
Yeah. Yeah. Pickle is like, it smells like Indian curry. Wait, Rob, are you cooking tonight? He's probably sleeping.
Yeah, but is he going to drive it home?
No, he's going to not take it with him. He's going to be like, I don't want this.
Well, I'm just saying, even if he did, how does he get it home? It's in Canada.
It's Canadian. It's
on the dusty road. That's how his dad got his name, by the way. You can drive it home on the dusty road.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh my god. What a sicko face. His
Ouija
is
board
dead
too. His is dead too.
He's Ouija boarding his dad. What a...
Dear Mr. Ouija, I want to know my future.
Dwayne Johnson's gone crazy. Hollywood got to him. He drank the Kool-Aid.
Right.
He thinks he can see ghosts and shit.
Hey, look, he's singing too.
He's got that disease where you've got like multiple personalities and see other people and shit.
Yeah. That's what it's called, multiple personality disorder.
No, the other one where you see people.
Schizophrenia.
He's got schizo. He's a schizo. Old Dwayne Johnson's got the skits. Talking to fucking people that are dead and shit. What a freak. People's like, ha 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 ha. I hate this guy so bad. I just can't stand him. The worst part of it is now I have to watch him and listen to his dumb butt talk on wrestling. Nah. People's like, I see dead Hall of Famers. Right? That's a... He's like, I pander to people.
I see dead people.
He sees the
dead Hall of Famers.
He sees the dead Hall of Famers.
Randy Savage, tell me about it.
Somebody should tell him to stop cooking his rock.
You
Jesus
should tell
Christ.
him to use that, but with Stephanie to see if she was boning Randy Savage.
Fuck.
This shit would be funny as fuck.
He probably shouldn't use smelling, cooking,
so
and
when the
rock all in the same sentence.
So when The Rock's contract came up, his first time, you know, he just was getting popular. And he's like, Vince is like, hey, how much money do you want?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I don't know. What's the most that anybody makes? You know, like, what's Steve Austin make? And he's like, 1.5. And he's like, oh. He's like, well, I would like to make that. And Vince goes, how about this? You sit with me, you learn what's going on in the business. I'll walk you through the business, the ins, the outs, the setup costs, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then come back to me and tell me how much you want. So he did. He learned all that, and then he came back and he said, I'll take $1 million. Like, it's way too much overhead and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, and I made $30 million that year because you get extras.
Right. Robbie says, so did SD lead to any conclusions? I don't know. It's still happening, unfortunately.
No.
And not really. Bronson says there's a deleted scene from Cheaper by the Dozen where the kids try to prank their babysitter. They end up hanging Steve Martin by his leg. It was cut because it sacrificed the kids' likability. Piccola says, did he see the Iron Sheik and Bobby Heenan singing Mania Hits Volume 5? Yeah. Piccola says, dun dun dun, and these are the days of WWE. Is it over? Was that the end?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, thank God.
You can
keep
talking, and we can just talk all night until tomorrow. Just be on here until after the Elimination Chamber. Pulling all-nighter?
No. Let's see. Bronson said there's a deleted scene from Cheaper by the Dozen where Tom Welling sees his dad's football picture. It was cut because the director couldn't risk people laughing at the picture used of Steve Martin. Robbie says Colin Na had Rasclart takeaway chicken. Rasclart takeaway chicken and chips from the local LOL. The chicken had alopecia on the jacket.
Isn't that a skin disorder?
That sounds Everything you said sounds weird and gross. Piccolo says, Robbie, yeah, let me come on over and fix a plate. That sounds terrible. Piccolo's like, oh no. Yeah, oh no. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for this glorious 3-hour crap of SmackDown. Everybody, hopefully you have a great rest of your Friday night. Ugh. And we will be back again tomorrow for that Elimination Chamber stuff. You know, because that's happening. Anyways, and that is starting, it looks like, I guess it's starting at a different time?
Yeah,
7 Eastern?
7 Eastern instead of 6 Eastern like they've been doing.
Yeah. So, dumb. Anyways, for this one that's the way it is. Alright, everybody, thanks again for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab.
Bye.